Good afternoon, everybody! We're live on the internet with the most energy we ever had in all of creation, and we're bringing it live to you. Wow, I don't know where that accent came from. Here on Fates United. Hey, everybody. It's amazing. We're having the wonderful week, and we're excited to be back on here. This is where all my energy comes from, is I stockpile it. And we hit it hard at the intro, and it's super fun. Just like an annoying fly that flies around your house. We're gonna capture it and hit it just right and grab the energy for tonight's game. So thank you guys so much for being here. I love to see all your beautiful faces. Even if you're here just to steal my energy, I'm just glad you're here. So it's good to see your face. But if you're brand new to this channel, you're watching this on VOD because yes, all of our episodes are caught up live on YouTube now. Oof, after 63 episodes. Anyways, then you can find us live on Twitch. My name is Bardicdice, and we do D&D twice throughout the week. Right now, we are doing our homebrew game on here tonight, Thursdays, Fates United, with the wonderful cast of role players and D&D players here at my right. But also on Wednesdays, we have been doing the Road to the Netherdeep and been doing some player interviews, which are live, all four of them now live on YouTube if you want to go back and get caught up. Kind of get the veil parted for the players, because most times we get to know the characters and maybe their play style, but actually hearing how the players got into the game, what approaches they take to character creation, things like that. So we did that, but starting next week, the 6th, we are kicking off the Call of the Netherdeep, a brand new campaign on Wednesdays with a Rivals one-shot that I'm calling Meet the Rivals, because I thought that was kind of funny. So it's like Meet the Parents, but Meet the Rivals. And these four lovely people are coming in to help me breathe life into the rival NPCs that you'll be seeing all throughout the campaign. And so it'll be a super fun time. You definitely want to drop in next Wednesday to catch that. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And then after that, we'll be doing character intros for the brand new characters in that campaign. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited about July. We got a lot of stuff going on, and we're hitting right into a great arc here in Fates United. So it's just a fun time to be playing day in July. But I did want to go ahead and make a few shout outs and just announcements. If you are new here or you haven't followed our socials, if you want to consider giving us a follow down below, the notification, or with any of our socials in chat. We are uploading everything on YouTube the day after now. And if we're doing any special projects or shout outs, or a lot of times I like to retweet a lot of our artists and creators, so you can follow that on Twitter. And we also have a Discord as well that we like to hang out offline, because I only stream twice during the week, but there's amazing content that goes on throughout the week as well. So we have the Tavern, which we share with Marquee Gaming, which you'll get to hear about what they do here in a moment. But it's a wonderful, positive place where all of our content creators, D&D nerds, artists, metalworkers, leatherworkers, just amazing people hang out. And it's just super fun and hype, and we get each other, positivity to push through the week and get to the weekend every time. So it's a lot of fun. So definitely go check that out if you want to join us there as well. We also have a Fates United channel as well, if you want to go and post GIFs and reactions and hang out there and kind of like react to our show here. It's a fun place to try and break me as the DM, especially when my players are RPing or vice versa. And so it's a lot of fun if you catch our little reactions while we're looking at that as well. So it's super fun. You should definitely go check it out. But some quick shout outs as well, if you are new here. Top Down Tabletop and and Vic Straws is here from Top Down Tabletop. We'll be doing they're going through a modern day campaign in their setting, so you should definitely go check out their channel, follow them as well. They're doing a one shot as well on July 16th with a fellow person here maybe joining, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely go follow their channel to get to see what's happening, and go jump in and follow them. So that being said, I think that's all the announcements I got. for this channel for now. So why don't we go ahead and jump into our player intros, our amazing people that run the characters and help drive the story during Fates United. Our official artist for our Wednesday campaign, and she revealed the Netherdeep character art on Discord. So if you go check that out, exclusive on Discord. It has not been revealed on Twitch yet, but in the Discord, in the tavern, you get to see a little pre-sneak of the Netherdeep characters there. But she's our official artist on Wednesdays, and a lot of the art here as well. Dee, let me introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Deely, aka Rapaziel, on Twitch and Twitter. I'm not streaming currently, but I'll get back to it at some point. But yeah, it's a fun time when I do stream, art stream stuff. But otherwise, just come hang out on Twitter or in the tavern. I tend to talk a lot and tweet a lot, so it's fun. But on here, I play Meikai. She's a Kensei monk. She's a tiefling, and I love her. And she's sassy, and she has a really good backhand. And
especially now.
Yeah, now she has a giant ring that she can imprint on people. Mm-hmm. The moon symbols on it. So
I'm gonna be putting that into descriptions. Don't worry.
Property of Lune.
Yeah.
Right.
Just a stamp. Anyway. Property of Lune.
But yeah, so she's fun. And that's it.
Perfect. Yeah, you should definitely go check out Deely. She's an amazing artist. I mean, seriously, amazing. And it always has her commissions open as well, so you should want to go support her. She's also one of the official artists for the Zelda-inspired game that three of us play in on literary_DM's channel on Tuesdays. So go check that out if you're a big Zelda fan as well. All right, so heading on to our official artist on Thursdays, one half of the Marquee Gaming duo, Catcher of Flies, Hype Queen, Rachel.
Sorry. The fly thing keeps throwing me off. For context, there is a fly in this room that, so if you see me looking around...
Eventually, I think, I'm hoping we'll catch it at some point and we can clip that. It'll be fun.
True. I'm just glad it's not a wasp. I thought it was a wasp earlier and I was like screaming at Mark, but he just got close to it. He's like, it's a fly. So I guess it gets to live here, so...
Burn the house down!
I was ready for it. So hi, I'm Rachel/Pip. I do not feel like listing social media that I know I'm going to get mixed up on it. So if it's a social media platform, you can probably find me at Pip400Arts. But on Twitch, you can find me over at Marquee Gaming, Mondays at 3:30 CST. I like to do art streams. It's a lot of fun. We all hang out and talk, so come see me. And in this game, I play Anais. She is a ranger/cleric elf, the storm chosen, and I forgot his name right now, Lotha. Got it.
That's all right. I do it most of the time. I wait for the character sheet to come back around. That's why I put them on there. So I can start saying the chosens more often.
Yeah, well, and I don't know who it was, but one of you three was calling their affinity Lotha. And then I was like, wait, it's not mine? And now it was John. I thought it was you. We'll get there. Anyway, that's who I play. The end.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Rachie. And heading on down below, stealer of chosens, the one and the only, John.
I am Kahurangi, the one who has Adurna's chosen, who formerly known as the one who thought he was Lotha's chosen. But it has always been Adurna's chosen. And I play, as I said before, Kahurangi. I'm a Kalishtar Rune Knight fighter, which has been really fun. Still, so far, full Rune Knight. A couple weeks ago, successfully had some good rolls and some successes that helped my character kind of wrap up a big chunk of his backstory, which was kind of fun. And now my character is heading into the unknown. And I could sing a song about that, and we would then get struck, and we wouldn't be able to...
Well, I'm willing to challenge the copyright gods if you want to go for it.
So, you can all sing that song in your own mind as you listen to this and serenade how I would serenade you in your imagination.
I really want
which is the strongest place for the world to develop.
That is fair. That is fair.
Anyways, I'm excited to be here. Glad to be here. And you should check out the tavern and all the great art and work that gets put in there from people all over the place. I was going to start naming names, but there are too many people who've thrown stuff in there, and I don't want to miss somebody and feel like I left someone out. You should go see it. It's great. And with that, I pass it over to Marquis.
But if you check out the Discord, there's a whole list of everyone that says going live, so you can always catch our amazing people when they do go live here on Twitch or other channels. But heading over to the other half of Marquis Gaming, the one and the only, the person that I'm trying to suck up to all week, so hopefully find a good NPC that we've been looking for in his channel, Mark.
Hello everybody, I am Mark of the Marquis Gaming. Sunday we do play Beacon Zora, a D&D 5e campaign that is, we had to end mid-fight, sort of, mid-fight, kind of, like it's stage 2 of the fight basically, so it was a good breaking point, but it definitely left off at a pretty crazy point, and I know I've been thinking about it, and I think a lot of people who are players have been thinking about it all week, so
I was ready to call out of work. Like, that's how serious I was to continue playing on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, but we'll continue this Sunday. That's the plan, and see what happens. We'll do another poll at the start, probably the same poll we did last time, so you can jump in early and vote for the poll, and we'll see what happens.
We do like polls over there in Marquis Gaming.
I know, polls are fun. Maybe I'll drop some polls like secretly in the chat tonight during debates. But I play Zachary, the chosen of, let's go with Everima. No, Solus. Of Solus. And he is a sorcerer and bard, and the sassy boy, and the cutting words boy, and the hoarder of knowledge, and yeah, that's it.
That's a Game of Thrones title right there. I'm really liking that. Slayer of all that is not Psyche. I love it. Well, those are our wonderful players. I am honored and blessed, seriously, to have all 4 of you guys here at my table. So you guys make DMing for you amazing, and I look forward to it every week. That being said, are you guys ready? Get into tonight's game. Fates United.
Pull on threads of fate, strings of time, metal clash as they climb. Champions of the sky, sun, moon, ocean, ally. Seek the path where darkness hides, corrupting all the good inside. They will travel the hard way, igniting light through the untamed. Wilderness won't disguise the elements sent to destroy the fragile weave of destiny. Just one of the many evils sent to break the world. Protect them as legend unfolds. Pull on threads of fate, strings of time, metal clash as they climb. Champions of the sky, sun, moon, ocean, ally. Seek the path where darkness hides. Bring light to where evil abides. Come on, roll the dice. As heroes take the fight.
Welcome back, everybody. Episode 63. Journey in the Skies. And I don't know why. Just a little insight into my DM's brain. That all day, every time I change the title, it's Journey in the Skies. It's just like the Reading Rainbow song in my head the whole time, like the fates through the yeah, anyways. So that's just how my brain's working. But somewhere out there in the world, a bard is humming a beautiful tune called Journey in the Skies. But we come back to our story here in Organia, A world created by magics of different elements. The 8, light, darkness, sky, earth, stars, moon, sun, and water. The being known as the Ancient One created this world and also created beings that control and create with those magics called affinities. Throughout history, another force or being called corruption threatened his creation. And so, the Ancient One gave up a lot of his power and removed himself, sacrificing his presence here in this world to try and keep corruption at bay. Seemingly, corruption finding another way or another vessel into this world, the affinities followed suit and did the same, taking the majority of their powers and their mortal presence here. But before they did, they were able to hand over a bead of their power, a small fraction, to mortal, normal people called Chosens. It's been generations, and now the 6th generation of Chosens have arisen. Mostly. As they have awakened, finding responsibilities and the world in threat against corruption. Finding each other, finding trust, and finding ways to overcome that and go into the world and make it already a better place than it was before, as the world has been wrought with war and divide. They've gone from Solisterum to Venali, Uswaga, Radishan. Their travels have taken them far in such a short time to collect stones, artifacts for the affinity to hopefully duplicate these rituals, and also to fight back a storm monster that is on their tails. That was also created maybe by some other Chosens as well. Their missions are bringing them to one last stone, as they're now en route from Fusoaga, Kahu's hometown, where you heard before, he was able to reunite and heal a lot of past wounds and get a lot more clues to put Anais on the right path. And as well as during that process, Zachary and Makai start seeing their path forward and what they might have to do. With a little bit of a breather, last episode, our Chosens took time to check in with each other and really share the burden that each other is holding. And also commune with the Ancient One, getting some information, while also using their connection as Chosens to some of the other Chosens as well who are still alive in this world, being Sundavir, and getting some information on what they need to do. They are en route to Tritania, where one of their friends that they met, Carlos, is there, who needs help in somehow saving his partner from some sort of dire need, as she's disappeared and there's been no more contact from down under. It's gonna be rough keeping that accent all day. However, we are still on the airship, about a day's, 3/4 days journey away from Tritania. You guys checked in with each other. You're able to try out a new magic artifact and horn that Anais has, terrifying the first mate and potentially waking up a grumpy captain underneath as well. But that's okay. At least they know it works and had a good moment together. Makai, you were walking away. What were you doing? Were you just heading back to your journal? Was there anything in particular you were looking to
I
accomplish?
wasn't doing anything particular. Maybe just doodling or just cleaning her chosen weapons. Just kind of random stuff. Nothing in particular.
You guys kind of taking that break apart and sharpening the weapon kind of under the moonlight and the stars, as there are a few clouds, but it's not like a full cloudy day. It's still quite beautiful as you guys are up above a more frigid and tundra location. You're kind of past the pole and heading into open waters again, but the cold air up here is really digging into your bones a bit. Except for Zachary. Thackeray, you're still warm in your aura as the others kind of left you for a bit, walked away. But you still had something on your mind as you reached out with your connection. And not the stone, because I did go back and listen.
Yes.
To the Dean. The Dean that you met at Solstium, who's also the Earth Chosen, revealed to be. Who is seemingly still alive after being not part of this generation, but an older generation. So, what was your message reaching out to him?
So, just gonna reach out. Hey, you there? I got some questions for you.
Yeah, I'm back.
How long does it take for you normally to get back?
Depends. About a day.
Where do you get back to?
Typically the spot I died.
Where was that?
Somewhere off the coast of Fukuoka.
Oh, like most recently died. Okay.
Yeah, not the first time.
Okay. So yeah, I have some questions for you while you're recovering from dying.
Sure. Glad to see you all have progressed in your powers.
Yeah, we've been working on that. So have you ever talked to the Ancient One before?
Yes.
Have you done it often?
No.
Just once? Twice? More?
I don't know. Twice that I can remember.
What did that look like for you?
Why?
I'm just curious. That seems like it would be a big deal.
It is. I guess. Do you really want to know?
Yes.
Ignorance is bliss.
Already miserable, and I'd rather know than not know.
Fair. Welcome to the life of being a chosen, I guess.
Well, better me than someone else, right?
Yep, now you get it. Well, first time I don't want to get into too many details, but let's just say after my wife was killed, turned, whatever, I tried to be done with it all. So that's when I heard his voice for the first time, saying I'm not done. That I could give it up, but she would die as well. Be ever consumed to this storm. Second time, just recently. I don't know how to explain what I saw, if he was manifesting something I could understand, if I saw him in his form, I don't know. But I saw a man. Old man writing a book. And he said you were all the key saving her.
Do you believe it?
We have powers, don't we? We can do things others can't. I believe there are stronger, bigger things than us in this world. Do you mean, do I believe what he says, or do I believe him?
Both, I guess.
Guess I'll set you up for that one. The test of faith, I guess. I'm unwilling to give up like Sundavir and what being a chosen means, much as I want to give up this curse. But if he says there's a way, I'm willing to give it a shot.
And have you given up on being able to save her?
After many years, it's harder and harder to hold hope each time.
Have you worked with the other Chosens, though, to do so?
I used to. Tried. Not the last time. They all had their own agendas. They were more into the fame. Their own worlds. And I knew they'd fail.
The 5th generation? Is that what you're talking about? Or all of them?
5th. I tried helping the 3rd. Thought we'd have a shot. A real shot. They're all dead. Because of me. I couldn't stop her. I tried again. Got the others killed. It's not that I don't like you guys, or don't think you are capable. Just don't want to see you die, like all the others. So if I can keep her at bay, give you at least a chance to do what you want to do, then I will.
Did the ones who were killed acquire all the stones for the ritual to try to stop what she is?
Our first group did.
So the 3rd generation?
Yeah. We were killed before anybody were able to get all of them in the 4th one, and I hid them from the 5th generation. I tried, as you saw when you met me, trying to think that maybe apart we'd have a better chance at weakening her and fighting her, and not the case.
So that 3rd generation who got all the stones, did you do the ritual?
It didn't work. I don't know what we were missing. Darkness Stone is broken.
You had the Darkness Stone.
It's before Undavir got it back. We didn't do it with him. I wonder if that's why. It summoned the storm, but it didn't weaken her. They all died.
Do all 8 affinity chosens or whatever need to be represented for this?
I don't believe so. Sundavir doesn't think so. This isn't a full banishment of corruption. This is destruction of a vessel, at least in theory. I'm sure you've come across many different vessels of corruption throughout your time, and even maybe in your adventures now. The Mage, back when, Storm, the Titans. Corruption possesses a vessel, and it finds its way back into this world. So being able to either free it from the vessel or destroy the vessel is our intention with this ritual, or this, if you want to call it something different.
Is there more than one vessel, though?
I don't know. Not to the level of the storm that I'm aware of. But there are others that seem to tap into corruption willingly, or it feeds upon hatred, feeds upon fear, revenge, all of the dark parts that we all hold. It's like the affinities try to give hope. Corruption eats upon that fear, the void.
Well, people without hope are easy to conquer.
They give up very easily, yes.
What did you mean by the light and the darkness were jealous of each other in your notes?
It's part of what I've gleaned in my time from the affinities are the chosens that seem to have better connections with them, to hear them more. There was something different, or that made them turn against each other. No different than we can here. I don't think these affinities are perfect. When you read about the fracture, my theory on that, I wonder
The
if
darkness?
I wonder if that fracture changed that, or put a wedge in that. those affinities in the beginning were supposed to be the strongest of the two. What I've gleaned.
Did the fracture of darkness happen before or after the creation of the other six?
I don't know. It sounds like it unknowingly happened before.
Before the other six?
That's my theory. I don't have any proof. It only makes sense. How are you, Zachary?
Just on the mission to get the last stone.
It's... You can lose yourself to this responsibility. I saw a bright young boy in my office when you came there, and now I see the weight of the world on your shoulders, and I can feel it through this connection. I don't want you to become like me. It'd be better.
I don't think your story's over yet either, though.
How to teach an old dog new tricks.
Well, you already have said a few times there's things you don't know. Maybe we can discover them together.
I've heard that before.
I mean, I get you've watched people fail before, but we're not going to be able to do this without you.
Right. I'll bring her when you need her.
And I believe Soondavir needs to be there too, as you said.
We could do it without him. We'll make it worse.
You just said
He's the reason this happened in the first place.
I get that. But we need to have him. You said you thought that they failed because he wasn't there.
You have his instructions, his spell. You have his stone.
He said he'll provide it.
So he still holds the leverage. He still holds the cards as always. Why not just give them to you? Trust that you could get that accomplished.
Maybe you don't really trust us either.
Trust you have the best chance that we've had yet.
So, he needs to be there. But you know him better than we do. So you can be there too. To sort of watch our backs. Watch for tricks. See if he's doing anything for his own gain over...
He always does everything for his own gain.
Which is why we would like you to be there.
He tries anything, I will kill him. Not that it's gonna work, I don't know. Always seems to come back some way.
Seems like no matter what, you guys are going to come back. But we all, the four of us, have found that the greatest things happen when we work together. So I just ask that you come into this with an open mind, alert still, but this could be the chance to help Jorna.
I will do it under one condition. You must promise me I don't trust Sundavia. But I trust you, Zach. When or if Sundavia tries anything, and you see an opening, stop all of this. I'd rather you kill all three of us than lose again.
What does that mean?
I don't know if she's able to be saved. But if we can weaken her enough to free her from this and give her rest, promise me that you will help me make that happen. I think if this curse be lifted on her, even and most likely it will kill us. You will be freed from a monster, 2 old men. You shouldn't be chosens anymore. Maybe, just maybe, you'll have a chance to do something different than I did.
So you're guessing that as a result of this ritual, you three will be no more, and you're suspecting maybe that Sundavir may try to prevent you three from being no more, or at least 1 or 2 of you from being no more. And that must be prevented.
Yes. Guinevere's always out to get himself. He can free himself from this curse, but save him or take whatever this power is for himself, he will. I've seen his nature before.
Did you stub your finger or something?
Sorry, I was sitting on it for so long. I was really on the edge of my seat. There was like pins and needles in my hand. I can't even cast anything right now.
I mean, we want this to end. So we will do what we need to do to try and prevent that.
Prevent Sundavir?
Prevent anything that would cause further harm to the world.
You are raised like a politician, my boy.
Yep.
Do what you need to do, no matter what. You can find a better way. Do it. But if there is no better way, then I need your help.
That's asking for trust
I'm asking for
in being
yours.
there.
Be there. I'll keep her at bay as long as I can. Give you guys a chance to do whatever you need to do.
I appreciate that.
Just know, regardless of what he says, the second you start this, no going back. You'll be summoned. You better be ready for a fight for the ritual holds. If it holds.
Yeah. We realize the stakes.
The best chance I've seen in a long time. Do you understand what you're walking into?
One question I did have about the storm. It always seems to move in from over the ocean. Can it hit inland places?
It can. It goes until typically it kills the chosen, or at least kills enough. Why I do what I must to stop the storm as soon as I can. No one else needs to needlessly die because of me.
Oh, I guess it's convenient you have your little trick to sort of be the sacrifice.
I wouldn't really say convenient.
I mean, it's not like I'm trying to make it a light thing for you. It's just
I understand.
no one else comes back.
I know. It wouldn't be this way, though, if I had killed her when I had a chance. If she hadn't sacrificed herself, it'd just be me. Sunavir and the others would have killed me already.
What do you mean by them killing you?
If Shona hadn't... She hadn't put herself in front of... She hadn't sacrificed herself, put herself in front of me, I would have been this monster. They wouldn't have hesitated killing me like I did.
See,
But you can't hesitate now. We're barely stronger together. Even though if we are. If another generation goes down and she absorbs your powers, I don't know if we'll ever have another chance.
well, then we better not fail.
Can't fail. One way or the other.
Thanks for your time. I'm sure I'll have more questions. I like this little connection thing we can do. Makes it easy.
It does. Takes a while to figure it out. I knew you would.
If you can track the storm at all, give us heads up. Maybe we can leave a place of populated area faster that way.
Of course.
Let me know.
Try and keep her on me for now, though. Probably be reforming here in the next week or so.
Talk to you soon.
Another connection break.
And I'll just kind of continue to sit at the front of the ship, looking out. Think about stuff for a little bit, and give other players a chance to do something while I'm thinking before I go on to my next thing. So.
Sure. Give me affinity check while you're doing it.
Okay. 21.
21. You think, and you still kept warm by the aura of your stone. But you do feel Solus's presence pulsing. Just here. A warmth like a fire. Not oppressive or anything, but it's just there. What are the other two doing? You guys just blew the horn of Valhalla.
Are we doing? How are we just doing the day of? I thought we were doing like a thing, so I'm confused. Are we gonna keep?
I'm just saying, if you guys want to do anything else, you can. This is just
Okay.
Until you guys tell me you guys are ready to move on. It's still the 27th, or yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just the end of the night.
And
Yeah.
How much longer till we get there?
Tomorrow afternoon would be like right after lunch, noonish, or early afternoon would be about the time you should arrive.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I would. I mean, probably just hanging out with people. At one point, at night I'd want to do something, but if someone wants to do something,
Okay. The
or
sun
more like
is setting.
evening time.
Yeah, the sun's setting and evening's beginning to approach.
Okay.
Want to do that now, or do you want to come back?
I'll let the other two go first.
Okay. We'll jump down to Kahu. You and Anais kind of catch up a little bit, and split. You guys have dinner. You guys just head into your own. Is there anything you wish to do or accomplish, or?
Sure. This is the Queen's vessel, right?
Yes. And the red and golds everywhere.
Yeah. Kao's going to ask around and see if there's any, like, out of curiosity, like emergency royalty clothes, I guess you could say.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
he's like, he wants to see if he can, like, try to find something to be more universally presentable, since he's, like, taken on this mantle of leadership.
Sure.
There may not be anything, but it might at least start giving him ideas as to, like, what other styles are out there.
Yeah, give me an investigation check. As you're kind of searching around the ship, there's nothing really in your rooms. Your rooms are kind of like more of a cargo, you know, like visitors, right? Like it's you get rooms and stuff, but it's very bare. The crew, you ask around and they're like, they got what they're wearing. Like they're not even wearing full royal garbs or anything. But there are more of like VIP rooms, I guess you could say, or like the main lodges outside of like the captain ones that are meant for like emissaries when they're traveling. So you head to kind of like...
I rolled a 20, by the way.
A 20, nice, okay. Yeah, you kind of head to... there's 2 rooms at the end that are obviously adorned with a little bit more flair of golden, that kind of give the sense that these are meant for maybe the queen or guards or, you know, the royal people when they're traveling. Are you going to the left room or the room to, like, if you're going down a hallway, there's like one right in front of you and then there's one to your left.
Where am I allowed to go?
No one's down here with you. You have a full, clear choice of the photo.
I'll look at the one that's closer first, then I'll go to the one down the hallway.
Okay. You're kind of like check the knob on the one on the left, and it opens, and it's dark. There's no one that seems to be staying in here. And it's a smaller room. It seems to be a little bit maybe like an aid or a side chamber, but it does have a door that connects to the main one as well, kind of like through the bathroom, like a Jack and Jill bathroom sort of thing. You go ahead and check the closet. There are some like traveling cloaks that would be a little bit more regal, that you could like tie on and you know, have little like chains across that would like go over armor typically. And you also find quite smaller clothes that you glimpse would either be a child or maybe like a scribe. Like they're not meant to be maybe full adult clothes here that were kind of left over. You see a few like bracers and bands and stuff like that that you could wear as well. Do you check the other room? That's kind of all you see here as far as clothing.
Yeah, we'll check the other room. I think as I'm going about it, I'll take out his notebook he's got that he used to like make the sketch for the horn, and he's gonna use that to make some like rough sketches.
Sure.
Of what he's saying.
Yeah, there's definitely examples of like different like levels of assistants or like scribes or like children and cloaks in this one that you could get the idea of. Nothing that quite fits you maybe besides the cloak. But when you go into the other one, this other room seems to be like a main room. Like you didn't even know they had beds this big. They're like, they're giving us that and there's this in here sort of thing.
I've got caught, I'm fine.
This is clearly meant for like the queen or the king or something. And when you go and look, there's like a larger closet, dresses and women's clothing. It seems to be leftover clothes from the queen. And so you do see more or less a few regal and ceremonial robes, but a lot of it seems to be designed for her to be worn over armor or in a way that's presentable but also like battle tactical. But with that 20, you also find a box and a trunk in the back. When you open it, there is I want to say large, but a more broader shouldered male's clothing as well. And it has the tag of the king. His name was Broden Terrace. So you would know from your time talking and just being in close to Organia, this would be the king that was killed by the Chosen, Alana's father.
Well, it might. Does it seem like it's super nicely folded, but it's like dusty and old, or kind of?
Loosely folded. I wouldn't say like nicely folded, but not discarded either. But
We'll pull it out, take a look to do some more sketching, but then I'll nicely fold it up
You do feel like it would fit you.
like military squares.
You get the idea just looking at him as a beefy guy. Big, muscular, obviously broad shoulders.
Mhm.
Do anything else with it? You said you're
Um,
leaving it, or are you gonna take it with you?
Before he pulls it out of the box, I think he will pull out his sending stone.
Sure.
Say, Alana was
Rational.
exploring the ship, found large room, has your father's clothes. Are you okay if I take a look? Trying to understand other cultures.
This is the one you can't respond back to, right? It's just the one way.
Correct, it's the 25-25. So it goes both ways, but it's the one message, right?
Yeah. Oof. It's a moment before you get a response. You do feel like the message was received. There's like that moment where you know people have time to give a response or not. Care less what you do with his clothes. The room you found is probably mine. Sorry, I'm trying to think how she would word it. So there's not as much a delay from her, it's just a delay from me.
Okay.
The delay in the beginning was, but I'm trying to figure out how she would word the next part. Sorry, it threw me for a loop. I wasn't prepared for Lana. I was like, oh yeah, trying to get all the down under people. So yeah, she said she doesn't care about the clothes. You mean insight, just as you're listening to the tone of her voice as well.
17.
17. There was a surprise and a little bit of slight levity hearing your voice, and it kind of seemed at first, you know, her voice and kind of her tone with you a little lighter, but it gets deadly serious and more like that business-like regal sound as she continues on and just goes, still missing Amaria. Arduria said he was looking for family. Need you to find her. I'm going to write that down to make sure I remember exactly how I worded that.
Bit of Mario, right?
Yeah. So she was speaking of the Inquisitor.
Hmm.
I know there's a lot of Alana Amayas. This is Amaria, the missing Inquisitor, who was an elf as well, and had previously said to you guys that she was going to Solastirium just to check on things and also head to the Elvish Plains to try and get more answers on what's going on. But you never got anything from her?
Except I messaged her, and
Well, I mean...
I told everyone too.
Yeah, I know, but if you didn't get anything from that, like, not as far as, like,
You
communication.
could assume some things.
You could assume something, sure, but I'm just saying, you're not gonna... Yeah. But yeah. That was the last time any possible correspondence with her was heard. Thank you for reminding me. Or not reminding me, but bringing that to attention. Because, yeah, Kaho would remember that as well. You're just hangry, guys. You just caught her in a without a Snickers, that's all.
Kyle will take the box and he's gonna go talk to Zach.
Okay. So after this, you're heading back up to find Zach?
Yeah, I'll take the box over to my room first.
Okay. Meikai, before the boys chat or anything. Anything else with you, or are you just kind of still just doing your thing?
Just kind of doing my thing. Yep.
Get a little message. Celestia's nice. We flew by. They wouldn't let us land. So it looks nice though. They said to arrange an appointment. Get that? I have to make an appointment. Really?
They're a little snobby.
They are. But I like them. Well, if they're all like Sasha and Zach at least.
Yeah. They're probably not, but
I like
Yeah.
them personally. I think they have spunk personally. Sasha's father though seems just angry all the time.
Very protective. I mean, I get it. I guess she tried to sneak away, but then it didn't work.
I get why he was super mad then. Fair enough. Noted. Well, we're going to pass by Nuatare and why am I blanking out?
Jorston?
Trigo. Sorry, Car was
Oh,
that.
Trigo.
I kept on wanting to say Arigo, and I'm like, this is definitely not right. And Trigo, we'll probably head home for a little bit, but we'll be up in Celestia in about a week. Maybe you guys can come join.
Yeah, I'll let the others know.
Thanks, wifey.
You're welcome. Hubby.
Yeah.
She waits a little bit.
Cool. Alright. You guys have a little interaction. You still have your moments. Oh yeah? Yes.
I do want to just to make note of it, when we do land in Tritania, I do want to send out a letter to go to Giantsbane to then go to my parents. So,
okay.
And it's just a letter of explaining what's been going on and engagement, and then telling them that they can go to Gravenka if they want.
I love that you're writing a letter when you have so many friends that can send messages.
I know, but she doesn't want to bug anyone else. She knows that everybody else.
How dare you, Meikai? You waited all this time to tell me. Cool. All right. Yeah. So you write the letters tonight, get them ready, and
yeah,
either hand them over to someone in Tritania or maybe the captain to handle that.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yep.
Anayash, what are you doing?
The only thing I think I do aside from, just kind of hanging around people or taking some time to myself, would be, I think she'd look kind of like she's doing something wrong, but as she's walking, but I don't know if anyone would even see her, but it's just that's her expression on her face. She goes in her room and shuts the door. And then she tries.
Give me are you trying to not be seen?
I don't know. It was just more for flavor than anything necessarily. But
I was gonna say Kahu is down there, so I was gonna maybe do a stealth/perception check on Kahu, because he would be down there in the other room. So, are you trying to, not really be seen when you're going down there?
I mean, I was just gonna go to my room. It's more like the expression on her face, I would say.
Right.
So if you want me to roll, I can, but I'm not trying to
No, it's
sneak
fine.
into my room.
If you were just not being seen, Kahu, you could see that if you want.
But I try to connect to Sundavir by myself.
Man, we're going all different directions today.
I know. I felt bad because we keep doing. I'm sorry.
No, I love it. No, I'm saying it's a good thing. I think it's so funny that like we're having two different people go to the deed and soon if you're like, all right, parent trap, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're trying to reach out to him?
Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
Oh, does it work? I didn't know how to roll for it.
No, rolling was for you guys to learn how to do it. At this point, you guys are fine. Even Make High is starting to be like, oh,
she's
okay.
learning.
That's call holding.
Okay.
That's the transfer button. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll say, if you're free right now, I think that we should talk about your spell book.
We need to talk about privacy at some point, but sure. What do you need?
What do you want to signal? Like
time to
say
sleep?
knock knock.
I mean, I don't know.
Or...
Sure, I'm always available. Whatever you need.
I thought it was a reasonable time. Do you go to bed early? Should I time it?
So what was your question again? Spellbook?
Yeah. Well, you said your spellbook was missing, right?
Correct.
Okay. Sorry. He's a gas station 24/7. He's open. Okay,
I can't wait for the sorry, leave a message, can't come to the mind at the moment. Beep.
Well, I'm trying to take down Virtus. If she has your spell book, I think I'd like to start planning ahead of time what sort of things she learned from it.
Well, the ones she stole mainly were something I was working on. She wouldn't understand it anyway.
What is it?
Let's see if she had access to spells. You do feel a bit of deflection coming from him.
You won't get your spellbook back if I'm dead because something took me by surprise.
I believe dominate person, a way of turning someone, contorting them to your will would be one.
Okay. Like with tattoos, or is this something else?
This is more in the moment.
Anyone?
I think the tattoos are a thing. Or enchantment. So travel with one who wears tattoos. Enchantments, runes.
Yeah.
What do you think? That's where she's got it from.
Oh, from Kalashtar?
Did you not put that together?
I didn't exactly think about it, I guess.
Get a little sass from him.
Zachary's the one that puts most of the pieces together.
Obviously.
So is that a guess, or is that like you know that for a fact?
There's a give me an insight roll.
I was asking about the tattoos, by the way.
I know.
You're like, okay. I just want to make sure you.
Yeah, give me an insight roll.
20.
So with this connection, there's also this like bleed over of like it's harder to like, or it's easier to pick up on emotions and intentionality when people like when you're in this mode, because it's not just like a telepathic thing. It's this connection and this understanding of each other, right? There's like an internal sigh of like starting to lose patience, of like frustration that you're not, you know, putting that together, sort of thing.
Okay.
So you could already tell like almost this feeling of like, why am I not dealing with Zachary, sort of thing.
Sounds good. Okay.
I am almost certain they are similar in nature.
Okay.
They are enchanted tattoos that give them abilities.
Okay.
Also,
Interesting.
from what I've heard and understood, didn't she have some sort of say in how your friend is alive?
Yeah. Apparently,
There's-
some sort of resurrection magic, I would assume.
There's a clear connection. Him and his abilities, at least. That's where she learned that side of her powers. She's not a chosen. Sorry, there's a little more rougher voice. I'm starting to go back into the Dean's voice. It's not like she's chosen.
Sorry, out of character. He's saying that she learned resurrection magic from the Kalistar?
That it seems similar in nature. As in...
Or the tattoos are
sort of-
similar in nature?
No, yeah, more the runes and the tattoos and the abilities. Yeah.
Yeah, not resurrection, though, right?
His
More
intent
Kahu
was...
wasn't resurrected. Kahu was resurrected by her, not...
Right, that was kind of
Unless
his
I'm missing
intent, was like
something.
her interactions with them, though. It was like
Oh,
with the shaman
okay,
and yeah.
okay.
Just being like, there's an obvious connection of like, that's where she learned this from because she worked with him then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But he's just being very sassy about it.
Okay.
'Cause he's a jerk.
Oh.
And a wizard.
Yeah. I want to make sure I understood what you were saying.
For sure.
'cause I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
No, I didn't. There wasn't anything in what he said yet about the resurrection stuff.
Okay.
You still feel like
Okay.
he's deflecting and not quite answering your original question.
Yeah. We'll get there.
If again, trying to show my eternal trust in all of you, that apparently you need faith in me to show that I'm a team player. Another ability you should look out for is what you've seen kind of before that I use. Similar nature, mislead would be another one that she could have in her spellbook.
What does that do?
At first glance, if you're looking at her, or maybe one of those that she's given her abilities to, it might not be her standing there, an illusionary double. It's protective in nature, but quite useful. You get the drop on you at any moment using that.
Good to know. Thank you. Anything else? I'm sure you had more than 2 spells in there.
Good. I would look out for a few more deadly ones. More disintegration rays towards you that might be hurtful.
Noted.
So, that should be roughly all you need, besides, the normal, typical things.
All right. And what about that other thing that you didn't want to answer before?
Why should I give you all of my secrets?
Well, if you were working on something, it means that you weren't finished yet.
Then
So it's not like
also-
I'm smart enough to even finish it myself, so you might as well just tell me.
Nice try. There's also no way she's going to accomplish anything that I was working on in that book. It's foolish to think that's going to help her here.
True, but if you do have lapses of memory, maybe the other part of you might have finished it. Did you ever think of that?
Give me persuasion at disadvantage.
Okay.
Like this, whisk of patience of like a fire going on.
The disadvantage got me at a nat 1. +1 or 2.
Keen observation. Maybe. There's no.
Do you want to give?
lapses. I'm in.
Do you want to give me a hint?
Sounds like she's trying to get more powerful. How's that?
That is so informative.
Oh, you said you're smart enough, you can figure it out, right?
No, I said I wasn't smart enough to figure it out. That's why I just wanted you to spell it out for me.
Maybe it's something I forgot in my lapse of judgment.
Alright, well, I'll ask you later. Maybe in a couple days. I still have time.
Or you could just go kill her and give me back my book.
I mean, potentially, but if something takes us off guard. Were you working on anything, by the way? Is there anything in your spellbook about resurrection? Anything?
With the same insight, you're hitting that nerve of what he's deflecting on.
Okay.
But it doesn't feel like it's spot on either, if that makes sense. Like he's definitely
Okay.
holding back something that he's knowing. I'm sure you can figure it out.
Interesting.
Again, it's no importance. She won't figure it out. She won't accomplish what I theorized. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. She's running around dreams. She's imprisoning souls. She's resurrecting people. Sounds like all that.
How many?
How many what?
How many
Souls?
souls? Sorry, I'm really not trying to smile because I'm trying to stay in character, but I'm like, man, this guy's sassy tonight.
Wait, really fast, out of character. Was there room for a few more? That's what he said. It was like, Kagu said 5. Okay. So I'll just say.
I believe there was room for one more. She was looking for me in particular. I remember from that
ago.
sequence back when we were digging the grave.
Well, Connor was in there for a minute. Too, so.
Give me a... intelligence roll? Arcana roll.
Sure. 12?
If I remember correctly, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe...
It was 7 of 9 stones were lit up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And your family...
Connor was one of them, 3 children,
And then-
2 adults.
Yeah. And there's then 2 empty or 3 empty?
There should be 9 total.
Oh.
There was 7 that were filled. So there's 2 empty. There's 9 total. You said that there were 7 that were lit up at the time.
But there's no one in all of them, right? Like you just saw the family and Connor.
I think there's only 5 that had names dedicated to them.
Right, yes. So
There were 7 that were lit, and there were
And
2
2
that
extra.
were
Okay.
nothing
so
yet.
4 open, but 2 that seem connected at the time that you saw it. But no one
Okay.
in it.
5. Well, there was 9 total. But there were 5, 6, maybe more. One got resurrected. So I don't know if that means he's still there.
How do you know this?
Kahu? He saw it.
In person?
She showed him. It was a way to flaunt her power.
Maybe she's more foxy than I thought.
Yeah, she is.
Don't know how she would have figured this out on her own. It's a reverse resurrection.
Reverse resurrection. What does that mean?
It's... Give me another persuasion roll. This can be normal.
Anais, I got another 1.
Girl.
This is why she shouldn't talk to people by herself.
Not sure what her intention is. Apparently using them to get powerful.
That doesn't tell me what it is.
It's not something you should play around with.
This is my family we're talking about here. This is not some random person.
You're lucky I'm friends with Kahu. Kind of getting around the nat 1 with the friendship there, but...
If you don't give it to her, she'll just hang up. It's not a big deal.
No, it's not that. You get the sense of like he's actually now holding back of again kind of similar to before of like pride and not wanting to maybe reveal something that he was more ashamed of now. It's was a method I instructed to attempt to get powerful enough to save Shorno. It's not very chosen-like in nature. That makes
I mean, yeah.
I wasn't going to do it. But you have to take 9 souls. Like a mock. Chosen ritual. But
Take 9 souls for 1?
for yourself. You take their power. You kill them forever. and corrupt their nature into power that you can use and wield. It's not something I would wish on your family.
So, how does it be? How do you stop it?
Stop her before she gets 9 souls.
Do you have to be specific about it? Because she could have gotten any at any point. Like, why would she pick them? Why would she be saving some?
I don't know her intention on it.
But it's not part of what you were making?
I had planned on using a chosen or two. Maybe others associated with their bloodline.
Does that hold some sort of connection or power?
I mean, there seems to be a bit more of stronger magics in those related chosens. Getting closer to the source, I guess. Look at Make-I. Her powers are stronger. She had a chosen in her bloodline, in her family lineage.
Oh, okay.
Zachary's family being able to be more accustomed to magics. Maybe why she targeted your family.
Great. Okay. Anything else I should know about this?
That I didn't know you used it on them. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad you told me.
Yep.
You're not the one that made it. I mean, that actually went through with it. So.
Don't need to comfort me.
I'm just stating facts.
You're not the one that put them in that position either.
Maybe.
Just stating facts.
Okay. Anything else I should know?
If you need my help. If I'm still around. I'll try to fix my mistakes.
What do you mean?
When you go to fight her,
Yeah.
you want my aid.
I might just take you up on that.
Anything else?
No.
Good. He actually waits for you to disconnect him.
Okay. Good night.
He disconnects it.
I stay there.
Impressive. Alright.
There we go.
You, the nice controlling yourself.
I think a lot of it is like, because she already knew they were suffering. So it's more like a framework of what.
Yeah.
It's almost like a framework around what the reality already is. So I think she's holding it together it's more just... I think she just is kind of sitting in her room and like going over old notes and just like planning with a little more determination than normal.
The pole thief has hit it.
He's drunk.
Cool.
Yeah, that's all I'll do for today.
Give me affinity check.
Sorry, when I do proficiency, I always get confused.
There you
go. 16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear anything, but there's a small little charge and static electricity. It almost seems to go off like with your anger or the just frustrations, but it's not like an outburst either. It's both a reminder of your strength, but a comfort that he's here with you.
Yeah, I think for the first time she just sort of feels like maybe I shouldn't put this off as long as possible. You know, if that makes sense? Just kind of this like, I think I need to start looking at this more type of thing.
Okay.
Especially as you said, the filling up the soul slot things. So, you.
A lot going on tonight. Kahu, or Zachary, you said you wanted to do something else? Was it anything you wanted to do before Kahu gets to you?
Yeah, so just real quick, as I'm sitting there after talking to the dean, staring off, feeling that presence, I think Zach will just stop for a moment and kind of look towards the setting sun and just be like, I'm sorry for calling you weak. I understand that you all are doing your best and there are other things going on.
The affinity check. All the pessimism in that tonight with the whole. I see how you guys doing.
That's a 28 for my affinity check.
You look forward, and as you're saying this, you feel it was received. You still feel warm. That glow in the stone just fades out. And the sun, as it was setting, just dips behind the horizon. Still kind of that lighter look, but the darkness kind of starts coming in on the horizon and the sky above you. And the sun fades.
Alright.
I'm always here with you. You hear a voice behind you.
Look.
Standing behind you is the form that appears to you of Solus. I feel your pain. It's okay to be angry at me.
Not really anger at you.
I understand.
I'll figure out how to help you be stronger. And how to help other people receive power from affinities.
Very noble. You know our power is draining. You see, our powers aren't in our form anymore. And they're not really in you. You are our champions. Our light in the darkness. But feel it around you. The sun rises every day. The magics are in this world around you, and the hope that you give to each person sparks solace in them. The sun will always rise behind the clouds in the darkness. Even when it looks bleak and it's storming. Maybe if Lotha's mad or something. But eventually the sun will rise again. And it will on your day. He goes and just kind of puts a hand gently on your chest. Feel that warmth radiate and that hope. That's the hope you give me.
Gonna help this world.
I think you will.
I think all of us will.
She gently goes in for a hug but won't force it.
Zach will hug back.
Kahu, as you're walking up, you kind of get blinded by the setting sun, and you just realize it's the brightness of Zachary's stone. It kind of fades for a second as you're able to see Zachary's, as his arms are kind of going down, and you walk up to the deck where he's standing.
Is that always that bright? I don't remember that. Anyways.
I make it flash all the time. Remember?
That's true, but usually I'm not the one getting hit by it.
Yeah.
Zach, I talked to Alana. I mean, it was a very brief conversation because, as you know, it was the stone. But, by the way, thanks for letting me have that. She mentioned that Amaria is still missing. That they've been looking for, and last they knew that she was heading to the school.
Nice, you told us, right? You said that. You got the message? Yeah, pretty sure.
And it wasn't the school, it was Solisterum, not Centaurium.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Solisterum.
But she had already saw that it was clear and safe, and she was actually checking the Elvish plains. But that's what she told you guys. Last thing they were reporting was that she was heading near the school and kind of the mountains nearby. Because she wouldn't have told them Solisterum. She would have told, she was saying she was looking behind like Giant Spain and the Elvish plains area.
Yeah, and I said something about how she didn't seem right.
I just know you've had some more dealings with the Inquisitors than really the rest of us.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, from what Anaya's described, it sounds similar to the lightest stuff that's happening to elves.
I think she might have been brought in like all the others.
I think that there's a chance of that for sure.
Well, definitely worth keeping an eye out for then.
Oh yeah, if I see her, I'll do everything I can to help her.
I don't doubt that about you, Zach. Yeah, I'm curious too. Just very curious where all this is happening. Why is it there's such a dark veil over Onasuka? I'm curious if the elves are potentially hidden away in there as well.
You have a reason to think that?
Place to hide that no one can look.
No one's left, though, it seems. Unless they get wished out.
Or if you know Sundavir can watch your every move. Unless you're in a place you can't.
Who knows?
It's all conjecture right now, so, I mean, really, what does it afford us? Not much, but... Anyways, I'm gonna try to keep my eye out, but I just wanted to give you an update with what little information I know.
Thanks.
You're looking good, Zach.
Thanks. All that working out in the morning.
I don't think it's the physical burdens that have helped you. Anyways, I have some things I'm trying to figure out. I gotta go find Meikai. Have you seen her by chance?
I've been here all day.
Alright, well.
She's probably talking to Car somewhere.
You're probably right. I just gotta listen for the scratch of a pencil on paper, right? The kind of sound.
Probably.
Probably hear some like feet or like a tail whooshing through the air.
Very possible.
Oh, let's see what we can find. Maybe I'll check our room first. If not there, maybe I'll find somewhere else.
Perfect.
Have a good evening, Zach.
You too, Kahu.
Exercise in the morning?
Maybe a short time.
Okay.
We got a mission possibly we have to go to tomorrow, so don't want to overdo it.
So, light exercise in the morning.
Sure.
I can do that.
Not getting out of it. Cool.
He's gonna go try to find Meikai.
She probably is in her room.
Perception check as you're walking up to the door. Kahu.
As I'm walking up to the door?
Yeah.
I kind of wish that was the natural 20, but that's okay. It's not bad. 21.
Meikai. Is there flirting girl tail whipping through the air and feet bouncing on the bed as she's lying on her stomach writing in the journal? Or what are you up to?
Probably.
Oh, you're
Just
spot
lean
on,
into
buddy.
that.
Gonna knock on the door. After he chuckles to himself a little.
Yes. Who is it?
Do you have a moment? It's Kahu.
Oh, yes.
You should answer first.
Yeah, the voice. Okay, what? You can come in.
Step in.
What do you need?
You know a thing or two about fashion and royalty, right?
Yes. I do.
I need some pointers.
Okay.
Well, let's show you what I've got. I'm gonna head over to the other... waver over to my room.
Are you, like, looking for a makeover? Because I think it could do you some good. Being, like, the leader of, like, your, village, maybe people will, like, see more of a commanding presence. I mean, you're already pretty intimidating to look at, but, like, being a little bit flashy, maybe, is a good thing.
I'm trying to... I agree. I've been thinking about this. I've noticed, Ka and Alana and everyone else, they tend to have this, like, they definitely are still very warrior feeling, but they seem to have this different vibe that they give off.
It's the leadership.
And I'm still very much how I've always been.
Because you grew up...
I'm not looking to lose who I am, but I'm looking to seem as though I should belong to some degree in the room with the rest of the leaders.
Yeah. Well, you grew up a soldier, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Did your parents look a little on, like, the more, like, leadership end in that Kahu? Or were they kind of like...
His mom would have been, but I think, Ka was trying to explain, like, so what I'm looking for, my mom, I mean, you saw how my mom looked, but what I'm looking for is take some of that classical Kalishtar vibe and kind of connect it to some parts of the other world to kind of show somebody who's seeking to unify things.
Yeah, as
Oh,
well
that's fair.
as well dressed and kind of like well put together Kahu's mother was, even her garb would kind of come across casual in the courts of Organia.
Yeah. Do you have anything on you, or are you wanting me to, like...
I did find something interestingly enough that I think would fit.
Oh, okay. Let's go see that.
I will head over to the other room and pull out the box.
Were you doing snooping, Kahu? So
I was-
sneaky.
That's just like your mom.
Is it snooping if the person's aware that you were doing it?
No?
And I probably wasn't snooping.
Oh, okay. You just were discovering.
Maybe I was snooping at first, but I wasn't meaning to snoop.
Oh, I think it's fine. She let us use it. That's just a natural reaction. I'm surprised that I haven't done it until now.
Well,
Fair.
I mean, I don't think anybody else heard, but I did notice that there was a lot of writing happening, so I imagine you've just been very distracted with the whole event that's happened recently for you.
It's true. Asking lots of questions, trying to, like, semi-plan, but also it's just a nice mental break from everything else going on at the same time, so...
Yeah, and who has time to snoop around a ship when they're planning a wedding, right? Or I'm assuming that's maybe what you were talking about. You just got engaged. I don't know how long their engagement was.
And trying to save the world, really. So you have these two events.
Yeah, and you've got that side gig going at the same time.
Yeah. I'm trying to come at it in a positive light, because if I think about it too much, it depresses me way too much. So I'm not trying to make light of it.
Let's try to keep things positive.
Yes. I am going to borrow some of Alana's clothes.
She has some pretty fancy stuff there. Anyway,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
will you help me look presentable with the leaders of the world?
Yes. How do you feel about cutting some of your facial hair? all of it. I mean, you don't have one of those baby faces, but...
Minkai gets smited with lightning as she says it.
Not all of it. Just like a little, you know. Is that like a warrior thing? Or is that like a traditional? I mean, your dad's beard was pretty nice too.
Can always grow back, I guess.
Yes. Unless it's a traditional cultural thing, then I'm not going to touch it. Because you got to like...
I want to
You
keep
know.
some.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take it all away.
The little Brady thing.
Don't take it all away.
Yeah. We'll just clean it up a little bit.
I'm gonna have to close my eyes and not pay attention to what's happening though for a bit.
But yeah, there's this... So do you show her the clothes? I don't know what I'm doing with my hands.
That's how you look at new clothes. Yes, you go through.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will show the clothes as well.
Yeah. Well,
You might need to
there's
tailor
this.
some of this to kind of fit my style, but also keep it very... I don't know if you're very good at tailoring, sewing. I mean, I know how to patch up clothes on a battlefield, but...
I can patch up things. I mean, you could probably like do a little bit, but no, I'm not very good at it. I just, would fix holes and stuff that I would find.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, we can do more of that later, I guess.
I do feel like I think about this often. I'm sorry to break RP real quick, but like I think about this all the time for adventurers. Like you're getting in combats all the time and you got cuts and stuff. Like adventurers just have to know how to sew, right? Like someone in their party,
Yeah.
unless they have like a spell that
Mending.
fixes it. Yeah, but if you don't have mending,
Yeah, unless you have
right?
a spell.
Like
Yeah.
Who doesn't
But, like,
have
make-
mending? I don't have mending, so.
that's what I'm saying. Like, Dad, if you guys got mending,
4/4 of the party. Do not have mending.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a little sewing kit. Yeah, I think about that too. That's why she knows a little
I
bit.
think
It's not
about
like
it all
full on
the time.
tailoring. But it's like, she can mend something. I would find things like discarded in like trash cans and have to like, not the best. It was a rough 2 years. But,
perfect.
I'm
Get 'em
putting
all
my
done up.
trust in you right now, Makai.
as you should. These cloths are pretty good. It's not Hanasuka level, but it's pretty good.
Right.
Helping.
Cool. So you guys spend
Will
time
you-
to design that and plan that out, and
Will you let her?
I said yes,
Yeah.
but he's gonna keep his eyes closed because he's
Oof.
not wanting to see what's happening. For a
you know
bit.
what? It happened to Renan. I need haircut checks.
Okay, how do I do this? Is
Was
this
that a
performance?
performance? No, it wasn't performance. It was dex based, right?
Oh, I think he
either
did Dex with
I don't know.
proficiency because
Can I assist her?
no, you cannot assist her as your eyes are closed and you're sitting there, not
This
moving.
is just me.
I got blindsight.
I'm proficient in Dex.
I will give you dex with proficiency. Since
Okay.
this is probably stuff you've done before.
Go.
So it's
Roll one.
my +4, so it's a +8. Whatever I roll.
Yeah.
Oh, whew, you're good. 16 + 8.
Nice.
Perfection. Down to the last strand of hair. You did way better than
Sneak-
Karis did. No, I'm just joking.
Karis is just like, this is good.
Fine.
Sure.
We gotta fight tonight. Let's go. That was Redden's Britney Spears moment anyway, so. But perfect. So you guys spend the time to speak to those that you wish to speak to, affinities, and unwind for the night and help each other make over and all that.
I did want to talk to Lene.
We'll do
if
that.
I can.
Yeah. We'll come back after
Yeah.
the break, and you guys can
Okay.
do anything else. I'm just wrapping that up, going into the break.
Okay.
The night that never ends. No, just checking. No, it's good. You guys have 2 days on the ship to get stuff done and kind of that downtime to do it. So, but perfect. With that, we'll go ahead and take a quick intermission, quick break. Thank you guys so much for joining with us. We'll take about a 5 to 6 minute break and come back for the second half to see if we meet Carlos tonight or not. So, but I love you guys. We'll be right back. welcome, Roy Blatty. Thank you so much for being patient and sticking with us through our break. As you get up, make sure you get up, go to the bathroom, get some water. Always good to stay healthy and fresh while we're sitting here playing a longer game. But we jump back in, still in the evening, as the sun has gone down. The weather's getting much cooler. Kahu and Meikai are putting their heads together, working on a design. Zachary heading up to the front, and then what are you heading back to your room now, or you're just chilling up front?
So once the sun sets, I think Zach would quickly just grab something small to eat because he hadn't eaten all day since breakfast. Just a little thing though. And then go back to his room where he is going to begin step 1 of that process I sent you in Discord. So
during that time, you get a message. And you recognize the voice from Striker Tao, who's watching over your brothers. Brothers are fine. Continuing to do research as much as possible. The vote has taken place, and Anir is left. Archives are accessible if you need anything. Be safe. Oh, and let's get this. I always forget what is it again? The Delvers of Antiquity, right?
yes.
Yeah. And he goes, and apparently Delvers of Antiquity is beginning to make its rounds in the academy. Thought I'd pass that along.
Oh wow, that name's catching on. Huh. Well, thanks for the update. Hell, my brothers, I say hi. And hopefully I can visit soon. Are you still at the cabin, or are you back in the city?
Cast another message. They're still here in the cabin until you tell me otherwise. I mute as needed. But I use my contacts in the city. Send me information as needed. In that same message, he just goes, "We are studying a key. It's given to us from the Delvers. Seems to be about another realm prison, apparently."
That does sound very interesting. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Sorry, I had to.
Yeah, I do. I love it. I mean, let's cheered, I'm sure. He just sends, now it's my turn. He sends one last message. Of course. Just thought it was interesting with your friends' insights into the possibility of other worlds. This could be quite useful, but we know in the wrong hands it could be very dangerous, and I'd hate to know where this came from.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing to keep quiet. So, only people you trust. But thank you again.
Keep it safe.
Yep. You got it. But thank you for the update. Again, I hope to visit as soon as possible.
Cool. That's his message. You do anything else?
And real quick after that, I'll just point in directions on the ship and be like, Kahu. Sounds like an ear's out and left the city. Mekai. Sounds like an ear's out and left the city. Nice. Sounds like
Yay.
an ear's out and left the city. And then, yeah. I'll do my thing then.
Wait. Okay. You kind of focus on that.
Yeah. Just channeling and meditating on
Okay.
my connection to Solus and what that feels like flexing a muscle type thing or something. So
Definitely. Yeah, there's that comfort and that warmth. And you kind of focus on spreading that and manipulating it in a new way. Perfect. All right. Anybody else doing anything tonight that you wish to do before we move on?
Nay.
All right. So after
Well, I want to show off Kahu to Anais and Zach real quick.
you just prancing him around, making everyone
Won't
look
they,
at his
won't
new
they
cut.
see in the morning make? Why are you so pushy?
It's on the way to go to sleep. It's fine.
We're in my bedroom already. Sleep is me staying here.
Oh, fine. Never mind. It will be in the morning. Okay, see you. Bye.
She didn't even push the heart. She's like, yeah, well.
I'm pretty sure you're in her room, by the way, so I don't know why you're kicking her out of
Either
your
way,
room.
she'll.
No, we moved back
Did
over
you
to
move?
my room
Okay.
'cause that's where the clothes were at.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do you think
I thought you
it's
brought it up.
bad if we sleep in Alana? Could I take Alana's room? Not bad. Nah, I should probably be respectful.
Yeah, because I mean, how weird would it be if you woke up and like the cleaning person's there just staring at you and like, what am I supposed to do? This is the queen's room, but you're in here, you're not supposed to be here, but you just kind of make someone confused, I think.
That's fair. I'm gonna steal some pillows. Alright.
Alarm spell and the castle goes off.
No, I will gather pillows and then I will be back in my room and try to focus on Nay.
Okay. You said you do it in the room?
Yeah.
Kind of like looking out. Okay. Give me an affinity check. What is your focus?
$13.
What are you trying to connect to and say and do?
I'm just focusing on being thankful for the ceremony thing, but then also thinking about the Hanazuka stuff as well. So, yeah. Focusing on those things.
You don't quite hear like anything specific in response.
Mm-hmm.
You do still feel that same overlooking eyes and presence on you like you did when you felt before, and just this radiating peace from within you radiating out.
Mm-hmm.
You just feel that tune, that music, and that melody playing.
Okay.
It's got a little different harmony within it. Like this undertone of a second harmony flowing in the melody that you're already used to.
Oh.
Do anything else?
Is it like a sad melody, or is it like
Very loving, very
just
happy.
a note? Oh, okay.
I mean, it's just reciprocating kind of what you already have, and that beautiful kind of loving melody that you usually associate with Lune and the Wisterium and when you connect all that, but there's this underlying secondary melody and harmony that plays alongside of that main melody.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. And yeah, drift off. I think Meikai wins the award for least amount of words that Lune said to her. Well, actually, no, because Lothar just says the same 4 words.
I was about to say.
Nah.
But he says those 4 words more. Meikai's just has a penchant for not
She's
connecting with
talked
her
to you
affinity
a few times. Yeah, it just hasn't come up often. But she's talked to you every so often. Yeah.
Meikai slowly becoming more religious.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Perfect. You guys do anything else today?
Before Kyle goes to bed, he'll try to find that starting point again.
Okay.
Of the ocean in the darkness.
Meditating upon it.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a affinity check with disadvantage as you're focusing on this.
Yeah. 10.
You feel yourself easily getting into the realm as you've kind of mastered that first step. The problem is now that you've found a new direction, the current is strong against you here. And just like before, a new direction, a new path takes effort and time to learn it. But there is a resistance here, unlike the others. But you are making progress.
Alright.
Anybody else? Alright. Night comes to you. Is anybody staying watch or anything like that? Or all just kind of trusting the captain and the mates?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Anais would have fallen asleep like in the midst of a bunch of papers and like things in the middle of her floor, so no watch from me.
I don't know why I'm just imagining this crayon that just says Anais' spellbook. And it's like the listing of like all that you've learned from. Sorry, I don't know.
Definitely with crayon.
What were you saying?
That would be Karis. You were mixing up the character.
Oh, she can't even write it, so.
Hi.
5th level high.
Yeah, I think Kyle trusts the crew enough that he just go to sleep.
Yep.
But he probably would have his spear like propped up against the door, so if someone opens it, it'll like fall over and he'd like
yeah,
what's going on?
Okay, fair enough.
But
You guys all head to bed. Begin to dream as the night goes on. Nice. Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
These dice hate me today, but 14. Oh no, 16.
On your alarm spells, is it just you 4?
Yes.
Okay. You are awoken by the ringing of your alarm and the creaking of your door.
Okay.
See a silhouette in kind of the candlelight behind someone starting to slowly open the door.
Okay. Immediately get my weapon and sit up.
Okay. Kind of you're like quick sitting up in the bed. You hear clanking real quick. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was trying to leave a candle. It was just my bad. I'm really sorry. And just like the first mate is just like putting down. Like it seemed like he was like going around doing like normal work on it and was like changing stuff. I was like, My bad.
Also, he found her on the floor too, so she's like she like basically sits up from like the floor with her weapon. Like it's just a really weird sight for him to walk into.
How about we both forget what we saw here?
And she just kind of like motions like, sure.
And just closes the door behind. Cool. No, the rest of the night goes fine. You are able to get back in bed if you wish after that.
I probably do crawl back into bed now instead of on the floor.
Cool. All right. With everything going on, I do all need everyone to give me wisdom saving throws as you dream. Feel these connections to the affinities growing, these information you're gathering together with the other chosen.
A natural 20 for a 27.
Nice.
Wow! 17.
17.
18.
I got a 10, but I will use Favor by the Gods if that is an option. So
It's up to you. I mean, go ahead and use it. You'll get it back for the long rest. How's that?
I just like if it's a failure, I can use it. So I just need to know if it would be more beneficial to roll it.
Sure.
Okay.
No harm, no foul at this point.
15 then.
Cool. Zachary, you probably feel the worst of it, but all of you are able to shake it off and not even feel any effects from it, or even just mostly even remember it, just kind of part of a dream. But this same clanging of chains and this presence, this heavy breath and this sight on you seems to just radiate in a part of your dream. But you move on to it, and you, whether you dream or not, you go back to normal sleep again. But there's again that ping of this something watching you. Kahu, you focus in on it though as you're sleeping. Because of your dream walking already, you kind of already have this slight control, and you aim towards it. What you put together with that nat 20, as you're able to resist this kind of pull and this fear, intimidation of this and the presence. And you, with everything else that you've been peeling back and realizing has more to it than first look. Whatever this thing is, it now has its sights set on you all. In that same direction of that current that you're trying to go. That resistance that's keeping you from the direction you want to go towards darkness is the same resistance here. But you're able to get right back to sleep. You make that connection and doesn't disturb you again. As morning begins to show up, you guys give me wake up rolls.
$12.
Back to normal.
Every time it's a 1.
8.
Every time.
9.
Nice. All right. Somehow, Nias with a 12 wins.
Hooray.
Nias, luckily that
I
disturbed.
won last time with the 9 too. That's weird.
That's
We're
weird,
really
yeah.
low with all these.
We're all tired. We have a sleep debt.
Sleepy
So much
babies.
Hey.
You guys are easily able to get your 8, 9, even 10 hours of sleep if you wish tonight, as you're undisturbed and kind of woken up from a few things. But luckily, Anais, you're disturbed enough in your sleep to get back into a normal bed and not sleep on the floor, as you feel quite rested. But you can choose when you want to get up, if it's before or after the sun's going up.
After's fine.
Okay.
I'll take my time.
Fair. The cold air isn't quite as cold. It's still chill. You feel like you're heading back into a little bit more of a tropical kind of climate again. Though it is winter. As you wake up and you can see in the distance, very much in the distance, a little bit of a shine on the horizon of gold. Perfect. You do anything particular?
Probably just getting breakfast and waiting for the others to wake up. Yeah.
Zachary, you 30 minutes later or so.
I will get up and go find some food after getting ready. And is Anais up there then? I'll bring my food over by her and have a seat next to her. Good morning. In your head connection too.
Nice. We should use this all the time, huh?
Yeah, I like hearing your voice.
Thanks. How you feeling?
I mean, ready to get this next stone, I guess. But thanks for talking to me yesterday. I feel like you kind of spearhead that a little bit.
Spearhead it?
So,
What do you mean?
like you kind of take the lead on it, and I don't know. I think you get me the best. So
You were friends first, out of anybody else.
yeah.
I guess you were my first friend here. Yeah. I don't know, I saw what they wanted to do, and I was trying to redirect it a little bit. When I felt like there was some floundering.
But yeah, just thank you.
Yeah. I hope they do really care about you. I think sometimes they just don't know how to say it to you without saying it the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, I know. Kahu just really wants to work out with me every day now, and
That's an honor.
I mean, yes, I understand that. But it's fine. And yeah, I get Meikai's trying to, but I just realized that.
That's good.
I hope it comes across that I'm trying as well.
Yeah. I think it does. Or I can tell at least. I mean, I think all of us have seen you go off when you get mad, and you haven't been when we all try to talk, so.
Alright. He looks around, make sure no one else is around. Then looks at Anais, who just kind of leans in a little bit. I'll give you 15 seconds to look inside my bag. Only you, though.
I don't know why I was thinking you were gonna be like, and he kisses her. And I was like, oh, what?
I saw everybody's face. I was like, are they thinking he's gonna kiss her?
I was like, this could get real awkward real quick. This is fun.
Nope, that's not
We
what
want
he's doing.
drama central. We want Sasha mad.
I was thinking kiss. I was thinking hug. I mean, like, I had, that was not what was on my radar at all. Was the back.
Yeah, I think Anais is like kind of like looking to like, what is like something really important he's gonna say, and then when he says that, her eyes get like huge. Yes. 30? 15? 30?
So I would say I want you to roll d20 and I'll tell you what you find. You can roll it 5 times, we'll say.
Well, I was gonna
Okay.
say,
Or Mike has something.
from my understanding, unless I'm wrong, maybe this is just how I don't know if Critical Role's done or how I've pictured it. Isn't it like a pocket dimension so you can't see into it? You have to reach your hand and think about it? Or is that a Critical Role thing?
I don't know.
Because I always thought it was kind of a way of like hiding stuff of like you can't just look in and know what's in there unless you know, like you have to know what's in there to retrieve it, right?
I mean, I feel like for this, it's more just like a flavor of instead of dumping the whole bag out on the ground,
sure.
just like reach in
Yeah.
and grab 5 random things. Look at that. But I mean, I could just reach in and grab 5 random things, but like here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all I'm showing you. If that's what we want to do.
I mean, it kind of works the same, like, you know, if Anais, you want to reach around for different stuff. I mean, yeah, it would work, mechanically it would work the same, whether you're looking at things or you reach in, but yeah.
Okay. So how do you want to do it then?
I would say just roll a d20 5 times. I'll tell you what you find.
There you go.
Okay. 14.
It's like
14.
hand reach around, you pull
Yeah,
out.
immediate. I mean, this is a moment.
So you find a very warm stone that looks like one of those fire elemental stones. Not the explodey ones, though. It looks a little different.
Do I know where that's from?
Don't know if you do.
She stares at it. What's this?
It's like a thruster.
Okay, hold on. Wait, I'm gonna do more. Then I'll ask you all of them. And I just keep it in my hand and I reach in with the other one.
Okay.
13.
Then you do find the fire orb from the assassin who came in. tried to kill
Nice.
us.
So
So,
cute. I don't know why.
the fireball orb.
5.
5. You find the Champion's Folly shield that we have.
Champion's Folly?
That was that bard from
Oh!
That's
whatever.
what they're using to do the Delvers of Antiquity.
Yes! Oh, right! That was a long time ago. And 9?
You find an electric stone that kind of pulsates with electricity.
A lot of stones.
Yeah, I've been holding on to some stones.
Do I do one more? I didn't remember how many I did.
I think that's
that's
4. One more.
The heck's just a massive rock collector.
Yeah, I'm really
Yeah.
terrified of what I've set up with that, though. It's starting to hit me how many of these stones he has and what he could do with them. Based on, like, what I've put as the lore of how they work. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm terrified.
Yep.
5.
That's gonna come in handy at some point.
You rolled 5 already. Roll
Oh,
again.
okay. 12?
12. You find a glove that has an extra finger on it.
Does he, if she reaches in again, would he let her keep looking, or is he like, nope, 15
Nope.
seconds?
He cinches it back up and says, "Okay, I'll take it back now."
Okay, time for quizzing. What is this? And I just hold up the glove with the 6 fingers.
Oh, yeah. Let me show you. But first, let's put all that stuff back.
No, I want to ask what all.
Okay, I'll show you at the end then. Okay.
Okay. So what is this? What are these stones? I don't remember these.
I got them, I think, from the basement at the school, if I remember right. I can't remember where I got them, but
Like
Take it
different
from the
places at the
basement.
school was a lot of them. Yeah.
yeah. So they're just useful for different things. I think Brian would know a lot about them.
And give me a just a simple Arcana or History check.
Me?
Actually, you can do it with advantage because of your father, Brian.
Oh, sure.
You've been
Nope,
around.
another
these. Okay.
My goodness.
Okay. But no, you.
Nice is the queen of wands. Can I just say that?
Whether you've been paying attention or not, you have been raised around these. These are the stones that your father helped research and create with Vinali, and that Bri is really kind of helped, or at least he was the one that kind of had a lot of them and then brought them to the Centaurium. These are the stones that you see everywhere, whether they're for electricity and they have light in them, or they're used in like furnaces for fire. The stones underneath the ship are larger ones that have air elementals in them. These stones have, seems, elementals within them that function with whatever they have. So electricity, warm, air, things like that. And it's been warned to you several times to be careful with them. Don't fracture them, because it could potentially summon an elemental.
Did you say Brian, her dad, made these, or they just did them?
Your father, advanced this research. This was things that have been around, but it hadn't been like refined in a magic technological use. So he brought these stones and this knowledge to Venali, and Venali's actually been able to industrialize them in recent years.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, she's just looking at them, and she says in his head, okay, yeah, I think my dad worked on these a lot. I didn't realize the school just had these laying around.
Oh, a lot of them at the school, actually.
She may not have noticed, to be honest.
Might not have known, but yeah. But I mean, like in the library when you're turning on lights, it was those stones.
Mm-hmm.
The forge.
Okay.
Like that, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So take the stones back, put them back in his bag.
Are you going to use those ever?
If I find a use for them, you never know. I mean, I found a use for that water stone.
Yeah.
That's me as a DM.
Wow, that was really clever. And then what was the other thing I found? I found the glove, all the stones of fire orb. Was that it?
You found the assassin fire orb, and you found...
Oh, and the shield.
Yeah, the shield.
Just
Like
get
a
the
little
shield
badge type thing, so...
Yeah, I almost forgot about this. This seems like a really long time ago.
Wasn't there a place that was supposed to be in Adashan for that? I can't remember.
He was saying he had another like tavern there.
Okay.
But it did not seem that when you were there that the tavern was running. You saw the tavern, but you didn't recognize anyone in there.
It was just empty?
It was empty.
Okay.
You got run out of town. Just kidding.
Maybe.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the glove.
Yeah, what does this do?
Come with me, and I'll take you back towards my room and have you go inside, and I'll say lock the door,
Click.
and then I'm going to put the glove on, and I'm going to attempt to pick the lock.
Go for it.
So it's like gonna be a dex thing too, based
Yeah.
for 23.
Very easily.
It helps me open doors or locks. Makes it a little easier to like finagle the inside of a lock with that extra finger.
You can see that like extra fingers like holding the lockpick like in place when he's like using then the rest of it a little more freely.
Oh.
It kind of has like a little bit of movement it does on its own. It's pretty nice. So
Oh. Where'd you get that?
I think we bought that at one of the magic shops in Giantsbane. I think that's where I got
Sure, it was
that.
Giants.
Oh. Yeah, everyone was going on a shopping spree basically for that. Okay.
And a hippo.
Yeah, that was a hippo. That was rough.
That's all I can remember, to be honest, about that whole thing.
Yeah, but definitely overshadowed everything else. But there you go. You got 30 seconds in my bag. You never say I don't do anything for you.
What an arc. What a character arc.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
Mark and I have been saying the never say don't do anything for you thing to each other all the time. That was perfect.
I love
I'm
it.
dying. I am honored and yet I will desire more in the future.
I'm honored yet disappointed.
Yeah, maybe sometime I'll have another session of show and tell with you.
Sounds good.
And then just go back up to watch the sun
Yeah.
rise.
It's about that time.
Act natural, like nothing happened.
Yep. I was about to say, it's about that time you can hear footsteps starting to walk up. Kahu, I'm guessing you're heading up, but once you get ready and head up, it's right about that time when you're about to break, step to the top, and you see Zachary just walking away from an ice, just back, shoulder, walking away.
Good morning.
Oh yeah, doesn't he have, what does he look like now? We didn't hear the result, I don't think.
By the way, thanks for the follow up, Twisted Bro. I love that username.
He
It's
is.
awesome.
He's got a nice, he's not clean shaven, but he's like trimmed very nicely, very cleanly. It's definitely a shorter beard than you've seen before. Meikai's made it look very kind of regal.
With all those hair products.
Yeah.
That beard palm. Yep.
His hair, which he had before, always in like a bun of some kind, like up, is now loose and cleaned up and just hanging loosely on its back. And he is wearing a very rich and embroidered type of a cloth with gauntlets. And he is carrying his... He actually has his notebook on him this morning as he's walking out as well.
Mark. I'm sorry.
Everything is pointing back towards it.
Sorry, the
She
moon
immediately
married me.
talks about thirst for Kahu after that too. I mean,
Dealey is thirsty for Kahu.
Look, he's researching the facts and presenting them as he sees them.
Oh my
Research boy, that's what he does.
Yeah, I feel like Anais was like, if there'd be anyone on the ship that got a makeover, he'd be the last person she'd think that just suddenly comes in with like a new look. So she like kind of like turns around and then she just like blinks at him.
Blink, 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 blink.
like brain cannot compute. It's just like taking in all the differences.
He just says, "Good morning" again.
You changed.
I feel there's been a lot of change of late. I'm just leaning into it.
Oh. It's not a bad change. I'm just surprised.
That's exactly how I felt, by the way, when I saw you like straightening your hair and stuff. I was like, it's like
Yeah,
it's
when
good
it's
both
like
ways,
this.
right? But it's like I get
Thanks.
it.
Where'd you get the outfit? Everyone's producing all these things out of nowhere, and I just don't understand where anyone's...
Oh, I found this on the ship. Alana said I could have it.
Oh. It does look fancy.
You know, it's really weird. I've never felt something so smooth on my skin. It's very strange.
Now, how are you fighting it? Are you gonna be worried that it rips?
I mean, if it does, I'll just buy another one. Somehow. I'll find someone who can give me another one. Or maybe I can find somebody... Well, I know how to sew. It'll just be patched up. We'll figure something out.
That's true. By the way, I thought Anais had mending. She doesn't. That was someone else. That's Kara's, I think. Oops.
All of y'all's clothes is tattered and ripped.
All
and...
ripped clothes!
No, I would assume Meikai, if anybody, could sew, right? Do patchwork and stuff.
And who knows,
I think-
depending on where I found this, it might even be extra strength.
I mean,
Clothing, I
alright.
mean.
Yeah.
I can clean stuff with prestidigitation too, so
There you go.
it'll be at least
Yeah.
cleaned.
Captain just
Is
walking by.
Zach?
Looks good.
Is Zach?
What?
Sorry.
Zach's already walked up the stairs.
Oh, I thought he was down here too. I didn't know if he. Had
No, when I came out, it was as Zach was like at the top of the stairs walking out with his bag.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I want to get back up top.
Okay, gotcha.
Looks okay though. I only kind of saw it in the mirror. I wanted to show everybody last night, but I was like, it's late. I need to go to bed.
Oh, did she do that?
She did. And of course, she wanted to make sure everybody got to see her handiwork.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it looks good. It's different. It'll take some getting used to, but it's not bad at all.
Different for me too.
Yeah. So you just felt like doing it randomly?
I felt like supposedly I'm a leader now. I should try to do my best to look and act the part.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I didn't think about appearance factoring into it, but...
I hadn't either. Actually, the thing that inspired me was seeing you straightening out and cleaning up your hair. I know that's not the reason you were doing it, but like,
No.
it made me think like, and seeing Meikai like work with you on your hair made me just think about how well groomed so many of the other people we've seen in high positions have been.
Yeah.
And I don't think it'll change anything other than, well, I guess I'm trying to use this as an opportunity to bridge the gap of cultures.
I guess that's true. Because I think both of our people tend to be looked at as more not as sophisticated, I guess is what I mean. Now you look so fancy, they have to listen to you.
They like to call us barbarians, I guess.
Yeah.
See if I can show them or not.
I think we need to figure out if Zach's stamp of approval. He's fancy.
That kid's fancy.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if we can get out of him. He might just look at me and just be like, that's weird.
Oh, that's true. Don't take it to heart. That's what happens.
Oh, it's fine. I actually had plans for our workout this morning. I think hopefully he'll enjoy it.
You're gonna work out in that?
I just point to my head. You can work out our minds.
Oh. That will work great.
I have a puzzle I want him to help me try to figure out.
A puzzle. Wait.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a...
Can I also solve the puzzle?
Yeah, for sure. You want to join?
Yes.
Don't
wanna-
let me out.
I'm gonna go get some
I like
food.
puzzles.
So as we're walking to go get food, I'm just like, what I'm trying to do is kind of like how I made your horn. I'm looking to make something potentially a little more complex than that. Like, I like fighting with, my spear and shield, but being fancy dressed and just wearing a shield on you all the time, it kind of... Thinking about it last night as I was going to bed, and it doesn't seem to fit very well. So I'm wondering, if I get gauntlets and maybe design something that allows me to, hide but deploy a shield somehow. But I need help figuring out, how would that work? I could definitely, blacksmith some stuff out, but I might need some help with the more intricate components and, how you would make that...
engineering part of it.
Right. So I'm wanting to, start concepting that with everybody.
Oh. Yeah, I can try to help. We'll see how useful I am, but...
I'm trying to help too, so there you got it.
Yeah, okay.
We're in the same boat. And literally in the same ship.
So is that what the three of you guys are working on in the front?
Yeah, I just want to know Zach's reaction.
Grab my food and head up. Wherever Zach's at.
Been sharp, Kahu.
Kyle actually smiles a little bit at that.
And I says in Kahu's head, Zach's stamp of approval. You got it.
It's the highest marks I think I've ever gotten from Zach. Thank you, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Makai did quite a lot of work last night, but see if I can fit the change. Speaking of which, I had a thought / idea for our exercise this morning. I want to exercise our minds, and I have a puzzle I want us to try to figure out. So, I have an idea. I want to see if I can make a shield that we can potentially, collapse into a smaller space. So that I can still wear something fancy like this and have one handy on me.
I see.
I thought it might be fun to exercise our minds and start trying to figure out how that might work.
Do you want me to wake up Makai to see if she can help too? She's been sleeping a long time.
You definitely can. Let's bring her in. Give her a chance to look
I'm
at
gonna
things
go wake
too.
her up. So I go downstairs to try to wake up Makai.
Yep.
Or knock on her door.
Perception check with disadvantage.
It's not looking great. They're both 2s. Plus 7. Oh. 9. They're both 9s.
No answer whatsoever.
The knock is really
Yeah, it's
No.
just really faint.
So no answer.
No answer.
Help.
At a double 2, you hear a grunt and someone flip over in their bed, but Makai doesn't seem to get up from that.
I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to think if she's gonna.
You can
pursue
just go
this.
in.
I was like, you have multiple
It's
things that
unlocked.
can wake her up right now.
I know,
really
that's what I was
excited
trying
to
to
see
think about
what she
me.
goes with.
The horn.
I know. Wake up!
Whatever you want. I'm 100% here for whatever.
She's not that mean yet. I'll try the door. I don't know if it's locked.
No, it's
Probably
not.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If it's not locked, I'll just walk in.
I'm guessing Makai is sprawled out on the bed.
Yeah, just
Journal.
all
face.
messy. Yeah, the journal, her little horn caps.
I
All the
picture she's
pillows.
like a snake in between the pillows.
Yep.
Can I? Is the book open? Can I read some lines really fast?
I don't think anybody else can read it though. I think it's only read by the people. It's like
what was it
Avon's
called again?
What?
I kind of based it off of the paper. Let's see.
I don't remember being that aspect, but it could. I know the illusionary script does, but I could be wrong actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I feel like you can make it that way.
Yeah, I thought it was only. I mean, if it's not, that's totally fine. But
Just curious. Would you have specifically made it where only you two could see?
probably
Okay.
just to because
Yeah.
we discuss things in there,
Like very private information about the world and its safety.
Yeah.
Gossiping about the other
Hey.
Chosens and
Yes. Nice is the worst. That's the ending thing of there. Yeah.
It's just purely because she doesn't want it to get into the enemy's hands, and you know.
Yeah.
I mean that makes
totally.
sense
Yeah.
too. Give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, so she
Give me an Arcana check as you're looking at it.
Oh, me?
Yep.
15.
It definitely comes across as illusionary and scrambled to your eyes, and you're picking up on the fact that this is magical, but you can't decipher it.
Okay.
Might take
Yeah, so like she's like looking and
probably some sort of like spell or something.
yeah. Then I like poke my guy a little bit.
Up to you if you want. If you.
Yeah. Hi. Well, nice. Hello. What's up? What's going on? It's morning. Hi.
Good morning. Hi. Do you want to do a puzzle?
What?
You've just been sleeping a long time, and we didn't know if you wanted to do a puzzle that we're all working on.
Sure.
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Is it like one of those like ones with the colors cube things? You like twist around? Oh.
No.
I'm good at mazes. Is it the maze?
The maze, too. Like, there's just one of
Just
them.
one maze, not all of them. Just the hot one on Asuka.
It's the accent.
Oh my gosh. It's more helping figure out how to do a shield thing for Kahu. I didn't know if you had some fancy royalty thing. Secret.
Oh.
things. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm hungry. Let's go get some food and go look at the puzzle.
So convincing.
She's very
Nias,
not sporting person.
Nias looks like she regrets everything, and she like walks a little faster, like she feels like this was a bad idea.
And we're back to being awkward babies again.
Meikai follows her and she's up with everyone within like 5 minutes or so. She just has like a big fluffy like coat on and she's just
Like hunched over.
yeah, she has like
Drink.
coffee or something, just like
You guys able to make
Hi.
it way back up there? Are we RPing this, or do you guys want to do rolls? Just questioning. I'm fine either way. I'm just curious. If you guys wanted to RP this out or not? The whole discussion on the field.
I'm okay with just rolling to see how good we do, but I don't
Yeah.
Good rolls.
Okay. Either way, I don't mind either way. I'm just curious. You know, what.
I don't know
Okay.
as a person how any of
Yeah,
that would
I don't know either. So that's why I was like, I got nothing to help here.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Ka is just gonna show up with like initially very broad sketches of like maybe it looks like this roughly, kind of do this sort of thing, and like how do
are we
do
doing this
it
off of
there?
intelligence?
Well, I was gonna say, everyone here would know and recognize this kind of stuff is very reminiscent of like what they do in Giant Spain and a lot of the artificers that you meet there, and maybe some very skilled or like a joint effort from like a forge smith and then more of like a mechanical teacher from like Benali or something like that. So this is quite advanced, though you are kind of going in that direction with your forge work as well. Either 2 people give me advantage, or all 4 of you can roll to try and put your heads together for this. It'd
I
be
wanna roll.
Roll!
Do we have to do
intelligence.
disadvantage?
No,
Or
I think
just straight?
everyone's doing a straight roll.
everyone's doing a straight roll.
Yeah, is this just an
Will not
intelligence
be
roll?
though, as I will be casting Fox's Cunning on myself to
Nice.
give me advantage.
Nice.
If you have anything in forging, or if you have something that you think would be equivalent, you can let me know for proficiency, but forging would probably be the closest.
I've got like my blacksmith's tools, right? And I figure that's kind of like forging.
No, for you, I'd give you proficiency for yours.
Okay.
I'm just saying, for anyone else, it'd be.
I am
You'd
gonna
have to
go
convince
history
me.
with mine. For like
Okay.
history of weapons and stuff like that.
I'm fine with that.
Can I also do history because
With your
of
father's
maybe
work
stuff
and
I heard?
Bride's- Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was
Bride
gonna ask the
works
same-
very close with Giant Spain, so I'd be okay with that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
I rolled a
That's the same
21.
thing with my background, and
Give me a convincing reason for Meikai.
well, she's a fighting person. She uses weapons. She's
I feel like
done
your
tournaments
proficiency
her
would be
entire
in like
life.
basic shields and stuff.
yeah.
Do you want to? I'll say with your travels.
I was gonna have her just roll intelligence.
Oh, I'm fine with
Just
straight
use my
intelligence.
intelligence
Yeah.
bonus.
But I'm just
Okay.
if it's something like a history or something with proficiency, I'd kind of need a reason for it. I was gonna say maybe
Yeah,
with your
that's fine.
travels, maybe if you came across someone that was doing this or something. But
That's a 16 though.
16, nice.
Mhm.
19!
Okay. Zachary,
Or
25.
Kahu.
21.
I'd say collectively, and everyone kind of brings in different ideas. And I've seen a gauntlet. Well, I've also seen not necessarily a gauntlet, but like bracers with like framework and other things where it's like crossbows and how they would work and deploy. And you guys start honing in on a design that could take a sort of bracer shield and with a mechanical release create it into a shield. I think the biggest thing and issue that you're now running into would be not necessarily design, but it would be material and weight and the effectiveness of the shield at your skill of forging, and also whether it's enchanted or not. So those are kind of like, you guys actually do really well with your backgrounds and kind of insights at bringing different aspects to this little project together, and you feel like you have a plan of action. It might just be the execution. But I'd also say with that roll too, a lot of the ores that you got for is it Garrick Stone, I think his name?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Would be useful in this. A way to make it lighter but sturdy. Same weapons and same style of the weapons that he's been making. Making anything extra might take certain stones or they might be able to find. But yeah,
Awesome.
cool.
I spring-loaded action for this part. He
There
locks
you
in
go.
place.
Yep.
Actually brings up... Has anybody talked to the retainers for a while?
What?
The Genasi from...
Oh, yeah. I told you yesterday. He wasn't very happy.
Right, did he just talk to you in your mind?
Yes.
Do you think we could just talk back?
He sent a message.
No.
Like
It was like with one of your talkie stones.
I wasn't sure if maybe they were connected to the affinities in some way.
I mean, you can probably try. I'm really bad at trying to connect with you in my head, so.
I will try to connect with Garrick.
Affinity check with disadvantage. This is stretching
Yeah.
the limits of this power.
Yeah, none.
Chambers.
9.
Doesn't quite feel like the connection it's used that way. There's a direct connection as chosens to each other. Maybe it's something could be developed, especially with their more direct interaction, but they don't necessarily have a chosen sort of connection, if that makes sense.
Right.
Actually, that raises a good point. Do you think we can talk to other people that we like know really well in our heads?
Who knows? Probably have to practice it.
Mm-hmm.
My first attempt just now, nothing.
Okay, do you want to try?
Yep. I'm gonna try to make a mental connection to Car.
Okay.
What? You
Nothing happens.
doesn't work. Yep.
It's not even possible.
Oh man.
Then I think about my parents.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
You think about them, aw.
It's cute. Nothing happens.
Meanwhile, I think Zach would try to connect to Lady Lexus.
Through the affinity or
Yeah, the affinity thing.
you can do it at
Because
disadvantage.
he tried,
yeah.
so I feel like he would just try it, because why not?
An affinity with disadvantage.
Wait, was I not doing it through the infinity?
And
It's different.
I'll explain it in
It's-
a second.
Yeah.
19 is what I got.
19. Okay. You reach out and begin to try and pursue that same course of connection through Solus, and you feel that block and dead end there as you're like trying to go directly to her, Lady Lexus. And it's different than each other where it's like, you know, make high, right? It's like you can go directly there. You then try and reroute that power a little bit through Solus as like a connector. Instead of trying to make this direct connection there, it's, well, if she's supposed to be, well, you know, helping me maybe through Solus. You're not getting a connection as like a way to send a message, and maybe this is something that could be developed as a skill. But you do feel her presence. You know she's alive.
Can sense her. You can't talk to her. Lady Lexus, yeah, I sense her. She's alive.
well
This
done,
is
Zach.
interesting. Whoa. Okay.
Bing. Charles Xavier. Don't think too hard and they'll die.
Wait, I want to try. I should try.
Who are you trying to connect to?
Same person.
Lady Lexus?
No,
Riviera?
the one that was following me around.
The little girl? The water genasi?
Yeah.
No, yeah, she
Yeah.
was so
She was
excited.
cute. You want disadvantage?
Yes.
Yara. Fun.
Oh my gosh, I got a 20 and a 19 on the die.
Yo!
Okay.
Stop it, nice.
What's that? What's
So-
proficiency?
Plus, what, 8? Right? Is it with? Oh wait, no. Is it just
But yeah,
with
it's,
wisdom?
well, it's
I do?
affinity
Affinity
check.
check.
Yeah,
Or it's affinity check. Sorry. Yeah. So 19 plus 8,
27. Nice.
27.
yeah. Wow. Okay.
All
Disadvantage.
those ones you had
With
earlier.
disadvantage,
I
yeah,
know,
seriously.
what
The DC was 25, so
Oh, that's fun.
you sit there and really focus in, and you just hear almost this chuckle as you kind of try and reroute it, and like, Lotha, I'm just power. And you just feel it push through like a lightning bolt and like a storm. What are you trying? Like, are you saying anything? Are you just connecting?
I feel like she didn't think she could do it.
Okay.
So
It's
she
just like an
was
open,
just
like
like
an
I'll
open
try,
connection.
and then it happens, and then I think in her head she just goes, "Oh, it worked!"
It's what you hear back. Who are you?
so glad you said her too. I was like, oh, I know exactly how she's reacting.
She's so chaotic. It's perfect. Oh my.
Get out of my
Is it just like a
mind!
one-way
It's
thing, like
just
a
all you
sending
hear.
thing?
Yeah, it's just right now you're connected as if you're calling Sudavir.
Oh, okay, so I can't go back and forth. It's just okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was like that it ended.
She's just like, get out of my mind! Who are you?
Oh, sorry. It's Anais, but I'll leave. I didn't even know I could do this actually. So
You just hear this like it's like she can't turn it off. You're like, I don't know, someone's talking to me in my mind. I don't know what's happening.
okay.
But you say
take
it's
care.
Anais?
What?
You say it's Anais?
I did say it's Anais. I didn't know I could do this. Sorry, but if she's
Oh,
like still
wait.
freaking out.
Anais? Oh, this is so
yeah.
cool. Well, you thought about me?
sorry.
I missed you. Well, how are you guys doing? Are you okay? No, it's fine. I'm okay. Leave me alone. I don't know how this works. What are you doing?
I did not know. I was not aware I could do this.
Me neither.
Sorry for scaring you.
Oh, it's okay.
We were all trying it at the table.
Oh, cool.
And then I signed you guys because I don't know how to juggle the mind connections, but I signed you guys. I'm connected to her. Anything we want to say?
Oh, is
Can I
she
just
with-
jump into this conversation, like connect in since it's established?
Not at this point, no. This is like
Okay.
it's you feel like this is a little bit more direct and capable because of your connection to Lotha. Specifically.
Me and Eve have been buds for a long time, so.
Is Scarius with her?
Oh, hey, is Ascarius with you? Are you all together?
I like right now. I don't like follow him around. It's weird.
In the general vicinity?
Oh, yeah. I think he came back last week.
Oh, okay. Are you guys still at the Centaurium?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
did really good at cleaning up y'all's rooms.
Oh, wow, yeah. That's really nice.
You should put in a good word for me.
To who?
Us. I don't know, like Lady Lexus, maybe?
Sure. Sure, next time I'll
Cool.
let her know.
So are you guys like killing things and like defeating corruption and are you bringing the thunder?
Yeah, technically, yes. I am, yes.
Cool. Got the coolest
Yeah.
chosen.
Is this Karis?
It's a theory.
That's pretty much fair.
Fury.
Wait, and I signed. Do you guys do you not want to know anything?
Are they all doing all right?
What have
Yeah.
you guys been up to? Are you all okay?
Just cleaning.
All you've been doing is cleaning?
Well, I mean, I've been like going into the town and I'm making sure everyone's safe and I escort people. And Garrick's been working on rebuilding a lot of things because he's good with his stones and he can lift a lot of cool things. And Ascaria says he's like, oh, I gotta go make sure everything's fine around with everybody. And he's like checking in on different people. And Lexus, she's like healing people. And there's actually a lot of people from Rosewood who like are like coming up to the Centaurium now and like praying for you guys.
Oh, that's really nice.
Do I have to whisper?
No,
I don't
it's
know how
just
this
like
works.
talking in your head.
Oh, okay. She's like still
it is
whispering in her head.
It is weird. It's weird.
Yes.
You'll get used to it.
Totally, okay.
Are you still signing what she's saying as this is going on?
Yeah, I'll like try and translate. It's like
Trying
a
to keep
rough-
up with it.
Yeah, you're probably like getting dropped words and like, but you can maybe get most of it.
Sorry for freaking out. You surprised me.
I would probably freak out if I woke up to someone's voice in my head.
Where you guys going? Can I join? Can I come help? Everyone says I can't, but I mean, if you say I can.
Well, we're en route.
Yeah.
So probably not at the moment,
Oh.
but we'll probably, I don't know, we should, what do you all, I guess you're just preparing things? I don't know if when we'll stop
I'm
by.
supposed to like help you and just be here to support you, and if you guys need someone to talk to help you get through things, but like none of you guys like to talk to us, so it's fine. I know you're busy, but like we just try and help. Make sure you don't feel alone, and if someone tries to beat you up before you're ready to fight, which you guys totally seem like you're ready to fight before we can protect you. So.
Oh, right.
That's what Garrick said, at least. So you're like, oh, the chickens left the roost and all that, I don't know what that meant, but.
Oh, okay.
Zach will sign as you're doing this to have any inquisitors shown up to.
Oh yeah.
The Centaurium.
It almost looks like she's so shocked this worked, she forgot any questions that we might have wanted to ask or anything.
Well, she does to people.
Do you know if any inquisitors have come through?
Ooh.
Sorry, it's just giving me so many Ben Fury vibes. So much right now. It's like, okay.
Oh my god.
Well, Rydurius came through a couple times with a really creepy guy. And the lady. She didn't really talk to me though.
Leetta, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's her.
Okay.
She
Did
went to
Amaria
go
ever
see
come?
Miss Lexus.
Oh, okay.
Carius wasn't here though.
Alright. Did anyone else come, or is it just those three?
I mean, Alana's shown up once. Anir showed up, was really sad, but then he left.
Recently?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I signed it specifically, I take the time for a second to go, Anir was in the Centaurium. Sad.
Oh.
Recently?
I just nod.
I patted him on the back and I gave him soup, and he was like, I feel a little better.
Oh, that's nice of you.
I know.
Did...
He's a war criminal. What?
Outside, did he say where he's going?
Yeah, I was just... Oh, yeah. This time she's like, yeah, got you. Did he say where he was going? After?
Not really. Something about he made a mistake and I need to stay away from people and I'll just go to the sands or something.
To the sands?
We'll go back to the sands or something, yeah.
Back to the sands. Oh. That's where his people are from, right? Okay. Thinking out loud, sorry.
Oh, okay. It's hard to tell if you're thinking or talking about me, or talking to me right now. You're not talking about me. It's
yeah.
fine. Do you talk about me?
It gets a little... I mean, sometimes, yeah.
Miss you.
Oh, I miss you too. That's really nice. I signed that. Is there anything else I need to ask?
You kind of get that feeling from her, I don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore.
Maybe just give her a quick synopsis of what we've been doing, because Ascarius was asking how we were, but it was only a short message that I could reply to.
Okay. Well, really fast. Apparently, Ascarius was wanting to know what we were doing. So,
okay.
Can you deliver a message to him?
Yeah, I can.
For me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll do whatever you need me
Perfect.
to. Is it a
yeah.
super secret mission message?
It's a little bit I'd appreciate you not passing it around to everybody. Just tell
Secret messages.
this. Yes.
Cool.
Just the four of you.
Okay.
Or five of you. Is it five? I forgot out of character. Is it four?
4, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Why did I
One
think
for
it's
each,
5? I don't
one
know.
for each type of gymnastics.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I was trying to
yeah,
think I was
don't
like
know
fifth.
what
Like, I don't think I
okay.
have a fifth one.
The mysterious element. Alright, so we are trying to gather.
Are you just kind of
We're
recapping her on everything?
I basically it's not
a lot.
detailed.
Yeah.
Basically all I say is we're trying to look into how to stop this storm.
Yeah, with the stones like we told you guys to get.
Yeah. So we're getting close. We have most of them.
Already?
Yeah. So
I bet
just
you
have a
found
couple
most of
more.
them.
Super pepper, yeah.
Okay.
Is it? Yeah, so
we all
just-
know Lotha's the coolest, so like you're obviously their leader.
I do agree that Loth is the coolest. He's the one that's helping us talk right now.
Yeah, I'll go tell everybody.
But yeah, and I think next month will be when it happens. So
Oh.
I don't know if there's anything you can do, you or the others can do to help us make it more accurate, better than last time. I don't know.
I don't know much about it, but I'll ask them. I know
Yeah.
Iscarius and Lexus said they're trying to research more into it, and
Okay. Yeah, if they have anything, I mean, you all have a month that we can either come to you or you can come to us, so.
I don't know where you are.
Well, I mean, we can collaborate with
Oh, okay,
the
you'll
towns, you know.
tell me later.
I could either tell you later or Ascarius could send a message to one of us if you need to meet up or if you
Okay.
want us to come to you.
I mean, you're the one that said you wanted to meet up. So I'm just trying to follow along. I'm sorry.
No, I'm more saying if you guys have information or anything that can help, then we can meet up.
Sure.
But, you know, so.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Well,
Well,
Tell her that Garrick should keep an eye out for a letter coming. I'm gonna be
Oh.
sending one out soon. So
also Kahu says to have Garrett keep an eye out for a letter.
Like mine letter or letter?
written.
Written.
Oh. Okay. Are they not as close as we are?
Probably not.
Again. Cool.
Okay, well you have a good day.
I will.
Sorry to bother you.
No, you didn't bother me at all. You can call me whenever you want.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
We'll see if I can
I don't
even
know how to
manage
end
do
this.
Again. Okay, bye.
Okay. And just like mid sentence.
I didn't expect to do that.
Well done.
That was impressive. Way to go.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I felt like Lotha was the one that sort of sent it over. If that makes
Maybe
sense.
if I keep working on my connection with Solus, I can do it.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
we'll use that out.
I was trying to think about the scariest while you were doing that, and I got the tiny headache, so nothing.
Just a sigh and a
It's
headache.
understandable.
That might be because you need to drink more water with that coffee.
I rolled a 3 just for fun.
Yeah, you just get a sigh back and a headache from him. Like from him. Like not even. No, you get nothing. Yeah, just. Oh.
Yeah. So they said they were working on things to maybe help us. So it might be worth it after we get the stones to check in with them and see if they have any insights that we can sort of add to the pile for the ritual.
Yeah, I forgot to
Yeah.
mention, I spoke with the dean yesterday, last night, before going to bed.
Yeah.
And surprisingly does not look annoyed by this. She just sits there. She just like, that's it.
The shrug.
I
Like
didn't-
shrug.
So, anyways,
Any good news? Well, first, it sounds like he's alive, so that's good. But
he's back
sorry, I'm
alive.
listening.
He, I think, is planning on joining us for Stone Celebration Solstice.
Is that what we're calling it?
I'm just being a little sassy about it. Anyways,
I love Stone.
So he will show up. He is aware that Sundavir is coming. He said, at least what it felt like, it's sort of like a game of chess between the two sides, and he is thinking that Sundavir is going to do something to try to be very self-serving in this. The Dean thinks that most likely, as a result of us doing this, they're all going to die, all three of them, as a result of just kind of the process of it. So naturally this would happen. And it sounds like he thinks Sundavir may do something to try to prevent that from happening to maybe himself or him and Jorna. I don't know if he did for the Dean, but he may try to seek some of his own benefit. So we need to kind of think about how we want to handle that. The Dean's very adamant he wants us to prevent anything like that from happening, though it seems like.
Just because it might get in the way of what actually needs to be done.
Well, there may be like another foothold for corruption to get in there, or some other thing that happens if we try to be more self-serving with this in any way, even if one person does it. So
Okay.
I can ask Sundavir about it if you want.
sure, if you want to do that.
Yeah, you're friends, right?
I'll make a note to ask him later.
So just heads up about that, and yeah, he'll be there. Seems like.
Okay.
I told him to kind of give us heads up if he tracks the storm, so we know
that's
kind of where it is. Since apparently he knew about this mental connection but never reached out to us. So
Now he's like our weather guy.
now he knows we know, so he has no excuse to not reach out to us anymore.
That is very
Yeah.
true.
No, tried.
So-
You guys never answered. You know.
Along those lines, I could have waited a few days, but I'm not going to. I had a conversation last night with Sundavir.
Oh!
Wait, does he actually spit on his drink?
Yeah.
Oh, it just has an eyebrow raised, like,
Okay.
How'd that
did not
go?
expect that one.
I get a napkin and just like mop up where he spit.
Prestidigitation it up. Okay. What?
Well, you all do it, so
Yeah,
I thought
just-
I should.
It's fine. Just how did it go?
Was he grumpy? I feel like he only likes Kahu.
Yeah, he was pretty grumpy, pretty mean. But I wanted to see what he knew about his spell book that was missing. What was in it, you know? Because, well, it gives us an idea of what he was doing, but also what Furtus can do. So, I mean, I can go over more of the details later when we actually would face her, but the thing that sort of applies here is apparently he was working on... Well, first of all, he was very reluctant to tell me he was working on some weird ritual back in the day to try
In the day.
whenever
When he
that
had his spell book. I mean, he
yeah.
gets it back, but maybe it'll be
I
back
mean-
to the today.
Yeah, well, I think it was for Jorna. He called it a reverse resurrection.
That sounds shady.
Yeah, he admitted it was not a good look.
Is that just killing somebody? Reverse resurrection.
It's... I think... I didn't quite understand. It took a lot to get him to even say, so maybe Kahu, you can talk to him at some point and get all the details. But the theory was, I guess, getting 9 different souls. And getting power from them. Is that what he was saying, Mike? Like, I don't need details,
Essentially.
but like, what did he say? Like, I just don't remember the
Yeah,
exact.
basically 9 powerful people or connections with that to be sacrificed to somehow enhance the ritual person's power or someone's power. I mean, he wasn't quite
Yeah.
very clear on it.
Yeah, so vague, but it seemed like the more powerful the person, the more power you would get. It'd be like you're killing them, keeping their souls, and the power of that is something like that.
No,
Person.
there's something I was going to add, but I realized he didn't really mention it, so.
Yeah. Okay. So that was probably what you saw, Kahu, from Bardicdice. He said that it wasn't even remotely completed when the spellbook was stolen, and he almost didn't even give me the details about it at all, because he was like, there's no way Bardicdice would be able to do this on her own. But obviously it's completed, and once I told him you'd seen it, Kahu, then he kind of changed his tune and started saying what it was.
Interesting.
How
He
many does
believes
she
that
have?
she couldn't do it on her own. I believe she had 5.
She's 5 people.
Well, at the time,
Well, when I saw it.
it was 5 and Connor, right? Or you thought you heard Connor?
I heard Connor,
And obviously, my,
and I heard.
but he said she might have wanted specific people for a specific power. Different bloodlines holding different levels of power.
What does that mean? Different
Like, since
bloodlines?
Since like my family's connected to me, they have more power. Having a chosen in there would give even more power,
Oh,
sort of thing.
I remember I
that's
heard
interesting.
Connor screaming. I don't know if I remember him being in a stone.
So guys, pretty sure I have a family member who was a previous chosen.
Oh,
What? Spread take.
Stop messing up my ship!
Prestidigitation.
Oh, alright. That's fine.
Yeah, actually.
How would
was
you
a
even know
chosen-
that if no one knows who the Chosens were? Anyways, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. You talk.
He was a chosen with the Dean. And Shorna looks a lot like Makai, too.
I was about to say that, yeah.
And I know there was an Aesmer in the first group of Chosens, and an elf in the first group of Chosens. I think I asked for the third and fourth, but I never got it from the Dean.
I think he said he doesn't have that information anymore, right? Didn't he say that too?
I thought he did. He just didn't know the names of people. Like, he lost that.
If I didn't make it clear, or if it didn't come up, I'll say it now, because you have easy communication with him if it wasn't clear. He might have had it at one point, but it was like in frustration or whatever, he destroyed that information, and he just doesn't remember that sort of information now.
Okay. So, because he destroyed, he lost it.
Right.
Even though he worked closely with them. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So, I had a theory that maybe there was some sort of familial connection for Chosens based off of seeing myself having one and possibly Makai. But I don't know what that means for any of us or our families.
Well, Sundavir said that even if you were in a family of Chosens, But you weren't a chosen yourself. You had more magic in you than normal, or something like that.
Yeah, that would make sense for my family.
Yeah. And why she'd use mine, too.
Question is,
So-
where do I fit in then? Because my family's not very magical, except for the fact that she visited me.
You're magical, Kahu.
Doesn't she?
Thank you, Mekai.
I mean, she paid special attention to you, though, as a kid, to raise you up.
Is that the reverse resurrection? No. That's still murder.
I don't... All I know is that when... It's bad if she gets all 9 souls, whoever she wants in there.
But that will need to be prevented.
Yeah.
And Kahu and Zachary with disadvantage, I think, in this one. You can roll me history. I'm even almost inclined to give the other 2 histories as well, actually. The other 2 can do a disadvantage as well. Kahu, you're the only one with normal.
19.
Oh.
Another nat 1!
All right.
We're back, baby.
We're not paying
15.
attention and does not click.
15.
Okay.
19.
I
Advantage.
mean, I remember in my vision at the very least, though, that one of those stones that was glowing was for me.
Wasn't the stones that's catching your mind right now? It's this talk of ancestors. And what your talks with Ergon and the shaman and all this uncovered information is about. And you know that your people have that first Dreamwalker that no one knows the name of anymore. The other 2, you start picking up that connection that you remember overhearing. Sounds similar to what Kahu can do. It might take some more conversation with Kahu, maybe fully potentially make that leap, but it's maybe a gut feeling in that direction. Or potential connection.
Who? What? Sorry. You lost me in this process. What?
Yeah, with your check, you would remember that... And correct me if I'm wrong, John, I think this conversation had with everybody with Ergon, or was this information just you had? I'm trying to remember exactly who knew the fact that because wasn't it Ergon you guys talking about ruins and everyone with the dwarves?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
So I think you would
I remember
remember
Zach
it as
was
well.
part of that conversation at least.
Yeah, and maybe it didn't quite click early on, but now that you're speaking about it in this light, they were talking of the first Kalashar that had this dreamwalking power that kind of brought the Kalashtar to power and safety in their land and defended them in the original. And Zachary, with that check, that could potentially fall in one of those unknown timelines.
So I'd ask him, like, is that time-wise, how many years ago? And it fits up with that?
It's about the third age.
5. Oh.
Interesting.
And you remember that the name is not one that's remembered. But it was just kind of like, well, yeah, we don't have a lot of records to early sort of things, but...
But why did it switch over to Bloodline when I met the first Chosen with Makai in the Water Temple? They were not even... It was so different.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
You think it's maybe because powers are getting weaker and it's easier to transfer through the Bloodline?
maybe. Or just that, I mean, I met a halfling with mine, but that
was a
doesn't
dwarf.
mean... Yeah, it's not like each affinity goes through the bloodline themselves, right? It would be more...
They even
more
explained that to you
susceptible.
at one point as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be just people who had it just kind of have a residual power through their bloodline after they receive it.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I think it was when we were interrogating one of the Lightus assassins. Virtus knew who I was going to be before I even did. I mean, that's why they were targeted in the first place.
Yeah.
Do we know that she knew it was you? Not just someone in your family?
Oh, like me specifically? I don't know. I mean, they saved me for last, so I would assume.
It sounds like it.
They
It's very
purposely...
very ritualistic, you know.
Maybe there's something with my family why they're getting taken.
Yeah.
The whole bloodline being taken.
Extra power.
You guys continue to have this conversation, and this conversation has been going on for a bit as the ship is getting closer and closer to this golden coastline. But what happens in the middle of this conversation is all of you hear a voice in your head. Raspy. You feel the same. You have the same power. You're here to kill me, or I feed. And with that, you all feel this telepathic sort of whisper and rasp in your heads. And all of you, actually, with your passive perceptions, see shadows dive bombing through the clouds towards the ship as 7 creatures begin dive bombing the ship. That's where we'll end tonight's session.
Are we
Yeah.
anywhere we're near Tritania? Is that kind of or are we just out kind of in the middle?
You're beginning to get to the outward coast of Tritania.
Okay.
You're in
Gotcha.
Tritanian waters.
Okay, cool.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, the morning to the
Well-
afternoon. This conversation was kind of like, well,
Do clouds count as Tritanian waters if they're above it? The water.
yeah, something along those
Airspace.
lines. It's a regional thing, you know?
Okay.
But we'll go ahead and end on that note as you guys are interrupted in the middle of your conversation by some unknown voice notating your presence. But we'll pick that up next week for 64, episode 64, and unfortunately the poll is correct. No Carlos
The
tonight.
poll is right! We knew it!
I was like, I'll see if we get there. I even extended it a little couple minutes, but no, the poll is correct. We're getting there. We're getting close. But also next week, y'all, is the premiere of Call of the Netherdeep, where we're kicking it off with our Rivals one-shot. I'm super excited. It took some finagling and talking with my players, but my wonderful players are willing to step into the NPCs and bring them to life and give them some fresh breath. So I'm super excited to see what you guys do with them and kind of help show off their powers and maybe their personalities a bit before we get into the main Call of the Netherdeep campaign, which will be next Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be back here for potentially a combat starting off in midair next week on Fates United. And Wadden? Is Rodden there? We don't know. We're in a gym. We're gonna find out.
Rodden!
Ape monster.
I don't freaking
Scary. For Beacons
Mark
Aura on
has been
Sunday.
zip.
There's been a few messages of like, if he's out of the house, you could go check the notes. And I was like, Like we're going back and forth. Like, no, we can't do it. But
You-
like, I don't even think the notes are. I don't even think it's in the notes.
Come down on everybody. at that time. Oh
But
my
we're
goodness.
staying
the
good. We're staying
The
good.
fact that you said that, Mike.
The man notices if a paper is shifted slightly off his desk, he notices. Like,
Just yell like,
there's
it was the
no
AC.
way.
Oh my gosh.
There's no way I could look at his notes and he wouldn't know. Like, he would know.
It's like the James Bond movies where they take the hair and just like sticking it so you know if anyone comes through
Yes,
the room.
I
And
felt like he
there's like a
does
Lego
that.
piece
Like,
that's like
on
leaning
himself.
up against the
No,
desk.
Mark probably does the thing where he actually has a piece of lead that he hides in his door crack with a piece of paper, and you get the piece of paper and you're like, oh good, now he doesn't know, and you open the door and it snaps the lead so he knows exactly that someone came in because they got
100%.
distracted by the paper, never knew about the lead.
100%. Yep.
Oh my gosh. No.
Meteors, swarms, and
Yes.
ancient dragons swarm against
Yeah,
that
swarm the school.
You wanted him, you get him. No,
Purple
but
worms coming from the ground.
Yeah. You should definitely come and check out this second half of our battle in Beacon Zora on Sunday. It's gonna be so much fun. And then definitely, hopefully, back next Tuesday as well for a Zelda-inspired game, Winds of Calamity on Tuesdays. So if you haven't, consider joining our Discord. It's a super amazing, fun time when we're offline, and we post when we do go online as well. We have so many amazing content creators you want to go check out as well. So that being said, let's go ahead and raid someone. We'll go ahead and raid Dice Legends with a Z. They are actually interviewing some of the Dork Tales crew. So I actually was stumbling upon them, and they're some of the ones that are doing Call of the Nether Deep, Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and a lot of good roleplay as well. So as always, thank you guys so much for supporting us here on the channel. We love you guys. We're going to go ahead and send a raid over to Dice Legends. Give them all the love and support that you show me. Let's go ahead and show all the positivity, love, and respect and amazingness that we have here in this community, and show it with the Bardic Barrage. So I love you guys. We'll be back next week for the Rivals one-shot on Wednesday. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.